Hey everybody, welcome back to another Inner Sleuths live stream. Today, we are hopping back into some PAX Day. We're starting up a new weekly event now that we got a lot of the city done. There's still some work to be done here and there, some big districts that need to be built, and some final touches. We're going to be hosting our statue building ceremony pretty soon. We have some more work to do out back in the fairy forest and things like that, but it's coming along really well. So we're starting to kick off our weekly events now. For anyone in the clan, we're going to be running dungeons a lot more often, and we're going to be doing these Humpday adventures where we just go check out the beauty of the world around us that is PAX Day. But before we get started, huge shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you guys for all the continued support. I really appreciate you guys tuning in with me every single time I go live. And for those of you who are not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing so you never miss an upload. If you'd like to support my work, you can click that join button down below and join the many people, our growing sleuth army, if you will. By clicking that join button, there's 3 different tiers to pick from. Not a requirement, but it greatly does help out the channel to keep growing, and so shows that, you know, you appreciate my work enough to want to support it. So thank you very much. Huge shout out to all of my channel members. Appreciate you guys for all of that support. PAX Day has been a very interesting journey. The world has changed several times, but the Order of the Blood Brothers remains. And I'm still here covering the game with you guys. We have our podcast, PAXcast, covering all the news and happenings in and around PAX Day, so you guys don't want to miss those. Once we have some more info, I'll bring that to you as soon as possible. We do those live, so that way I can chat with you guys about all of the different things that are going on around PAX Day. I love to get your guys' opinions and have open discussions as long as they're happening in good faith with you guys. So that way we can have a back and forth dialogue and talk about the different things, maybe give some, constructive criticisms, praise some things, whatever needs to happen. That's what I'm here for. I will always tell you guys the truth, no matter what. Sometimes we need to talk about the harsh realities, and other times there's a lot of stuff to be praised. This verse has been a mixed bag for some people, but it's been a lot of fun for us, to be honest. It's always fun to start mostly from the ground up. I mean, we kept a lot of our ingredients, and we also kept our crafting skills, but our combat skills were reset. We've reconquered most of the dungeons again. We are waiting on world bosses while we build up Bloodhaven. Bloodhaven has become a central hub for RP over the past several verses, well, really since Alpha. Bloodhaven has been a staple in the RP community, so if you guys are looking for a great community to hang out with and enjoy PAX Day, if you're looking to get into PAX Day for the first time, look no farther than these streams. This is where I will show you guys exactly what the game has to offer in an honest way. I'm not here to blow smoke or anything like that. I want to give you guys an honest representation of what the game is like, what the current state is, so that way you can make the educated decision if the game is going to be worth it for you or not. Today, no, we're not going to be smashing POIs. We're going to be doing a lot of adventuring, a lot of traveling. I want to go to a bunch of the different home valleys and see all of the beauty that the game has to offer. There's a lot of unique places up at the Petra Days, which is right over here. In each home valley, they're kind of unique. So I want to go visit a bunch of those, show off all of the different home valleys that there are, and see what you guys think about them. But we're going to go see what some people have built in certain areas, but there's Bloodhaven. Bloodhaven is about, oh, the camera gets super sensitive when you put it in this mode. Bloodhaven is about 100 plots with a couple extra hundred scattered up and down the riversides, up on the mountains and the cliffs with bridges and road, all kinds of stuff, man. Bridges, and there's a boat down there. All kinds of cool stuff. Bloodhaven is a city of mystery and the city that never sleeps, though. So if you guys are looking for adventure, come on down to Bloodhaven. We are in North America, U.S. East, Apollo. We're in the province of Caries, and we're in the zone of Bronir. So come on out and check it out. We got a new chessboard we just built, all kinds of little secret hidey holes and stuff to have fun. And it's not finished yet, but it's getting there. But if you guys are looking for an awesome community to hang out with and play all kinds of games, you have found the right place. Come on over to the Cheeky Buggers United. You can type !Discord in chat, and you'll get a link over to our community Discord server where we hang out. We play all kinds of games over there. We've been dabbling a little bit of Bitcraft. Super grindy game, but it's actually kind of fun to pass the time in. It's got a lot of feels from a lot of other games. Worried about what the end game is going to look like for that game. But we play all kinds of stuff, and that's the beauty of the Cheeky Buggers United. Whenever there's a dull moment in PAX Day or any other game, you know, because that's sometimes how development goes, we have all kinds of other stuff to hop in and have fun in. Star Citizen's been a big one that we've been having a lot of fun in. We dabble in a little bit of World of Warcraft. We have servers for V Rising. Our Dune server is making a resurgence tomorrow. We're going to be all hopping on there and having some fun. Yep, US Apollo carries Bronnier. Absolutely, that's where we're located. But yeah, if you guys want to find an awesome gaming community, well, you've done it. Just come on over to Cheeky Buggers United. And if you're looking to join a clan, maybe you're new to PAX Day or any other game and you're wanting to just have some people to hang out with and you want to know that they're going to be in good faith, look no further. We host all kinds of private servers and we vet and verify each and every single person who joins the community to make sure that they're a good fit and that they're not a troll and that they're going to be a good faith individual to role play with and have some fun. Those are all my plugs. I'm going to hide my goal up in the top left corner, but if you guys want to help us reach that goal, please consider subscribing. But let's get into this. We're going to be going on quite the adventure today. I do a lot of my streams from Discord, so you guys will not be able to hear anyone over on Discord, but they can hear me and I can hear them. So if I chuckle at something or you hear me talking to my team, my clan, just holler at us if you want to come on any adventures. But let's get started. Oh, I forgot to tell you, to join us, you actually go to our website, www.cheekybugger.net, and that's how you can actually fill out your very own application to come and join us. But let's go ahead and, what key is this? Here we are. I actually did, I bound a key to hide the HUD and everything. But here we are on our chessboard. We're getting ready to head out. I'm going to go ahead and shout out everybody who's in chat so far, and then I'm going to undeafen over on Discord, and we're going to go out on an adventure. We got Ange, Nightshade, Lenner, Watson, Black Pickle, Maven, Havoc. We got Mojo, Pete. Great to see you, Pete. Great to see everybody. Thanks for spending your evening with me. Let's see, any chats here before we get into all of this? Also, if you guys have any questions about anything PAX Day related, you want to talk about Theorycraft for PAX Day, you want to talk about the future of PAX Day, things you like, things you don't like, anything in between, this is the place for that. I love chatting with you guys. My favorite thing to do is to read your comments and hang out with you guys and just have a good time. If I didn't want to interact live, I would just do videos, but I absolutely love chatting with you guys live. Zarek, welcome into the stream. Great to have you guys here. Nightshade says, also just got tier 3 closed yesterday. Need to finish tier 3 stabs. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, you've been busy. They need to give us world bosses and some harder dungeons. Pete says, I'll play the game on release, like Star Citizen. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, just keep up with its production if you want to, or don't, and just wait for it to pop up. There's a lot of people who are in that same boat, you know. I think a lot of people have been burnt by early access games in the past. It's funny, we were actually just talking about that over on Discord. There's a lot of early access games that are terrible, and there's a few that are great. I mean, I'm thinking of like 7 Days to Die, long time in alpha, but it's actually a really good game. Project Zomboid, really great game. There's a lot of games that start in early access that end up being gems, but there's also tenfold that are terrible. So it could be hit or miss, so I totally get where you're coming from there, 100%. Nightshed says, I'll be heading over to Lebanon here shortly to build the staging spot for this weekend, so might pass by the stone there to get it. Yeah, we're going to be hitting a bunch of different home valleys. We got a path that we're going to be taking to snake around. We're going to go through the wildlands. We'll be doing a little bit of combat here and there, but nothing super big in terms of POIs or anything like that. And then we're going to head out to some other provinces and just show off the game in some home valleys and different builds and stuff like that. But I really appreciate you guys spending your evening here with me tonight. So let's get into it. Let me go on Discord here, and I'm gonna undeafen over there, and we're gonna head out. Bear with me 1 second. All right, let me undeafen. All right, who is ready for an adventure? Again, everyone over on Discord, they're all pick me. They stream. I can hear them on Discord. They can hear me, but you guys again will not be able to hear them. So I'm not talking to myself. I promise. Yeah, sometimes I do. But let's go. Let's go on an adventure. Let's go have some fun. Let's head up to Drager first. We'll get the spawn point up there, and we'll see what kind of cool builds we can find. I think the best way to get there is going to be... Let's see here. Let's go. We'll take the road north. We'll try and stick to roads where we can. Yeah, we won't lose anybody on roads, and we'll just take our time and go and enjoy the beautiful countryside that is PAX Day. Yeah, we'll go up to Dregger. We'll go all the way up to the stone. Check some market stalls along the way. Does that say leather? Is that a leather worker right there? I love seeing everybody's builds, though. It's really cool. Look at our merry band of adventurers today. Didn't even have to bribe them with combat or anything. I just said, let's go look at the beauty of PAX Day, and they all signed up. These events as well, these Humpday events, anyone's welcome to come on these with us. So if you're a small clan, solo player, anybody in between, if you want to go on different little adventures like this, we'll be doing these every Hump Day. So every Wednesday, you guys are welcome to come and meet in Bloodhaven. They'll be at the exact same time or around the same time, around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You guys are welcome to come and hang out in town and check out the sewers, check out the buildings and things that we got so far while you wait for the event to start. And then we'll be adventuring into different parts of the game every week. We'll be going through different home valleys and stuff like that. But that's what these midweek events are going to be. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. There's so many beautiful builds. We'll be looking at all of the beauty along the way. I really love this. I love this graveyard here. This graveyard's really cool. Really captures the feel of like an abandoned, rundown graveyard. But I want to be checking out a bunch of builds along the way. I'm not going to be like, you know, busting into people's keeps and stuff if they have them all locked up or whatever, but I want to definitely check them out and see what people have been building. Something big going up right here. Havoc says EA game fatigue is real. Yeah, early access game fatigue is definitely real. A lot of early access games are just not great. I think a lot of them are cash grabs. I think Steam honestly needs to have a little more restrictions on that, have a little more buyer protection, because a lot of early access games, and here's the thing too, when you get burnt enough with early access games, you end up not wanting to support other early access games, which could be good faith games and turn out to be absolutely amazing. And I see your command there, Ange. I did forget to unpause Tangia. Anybody who would like to interact with Tangia, you can take that link right there or type the command exclamation point Tangia. Takes you over to our Tangia page. There is a Tangia dungeon Ange just fired up. Those are free for anybody to partake in. If someone else starts them up, you just have to have the page open. But I'm going to unpause Tangia. Those do directly support the channel as well, so thank you guys very much for those. Havoc says, if you find yourself in Mary, be sure to stop by Wits for some excellent builds to be found. Yeah, we'll definitely make our way over there at some point. I want to go to visit every home valley. I know that's a big task. There's a lot of places to visit. It's a very big game, and without mounts, it can take a very long time. Look at that boat right there. That's pretty neat. They got a little boat next to a little gazebo, a little boathouse there. I like that. Very cool looking estate. I love the freedom you get with the building in this game. It's one of the best features. Pickle over on Discord is saying he wants a bunch more. He's like, I want 120 more build pieces. I completely agree. The more build pieces, the better, all right? As long as they fit the aesthetic of the world around us, they're going to give us so many more varieties to make the world our own. And when we are the NPCs, we are what fills the world. Having more variety, it's going to be a good thing. I'm super excited for tonight, though. This is going to be a lot of fun. Silo! Welcome into the stream. Silo says in a super chat, how goes the venture? Venture going really good. We just started, but we got a long road ahead of us. We'll probably be going for a couple hours tonight. We're going to have some fun adventuring, checking out a bunch of different home valleys. But I appreciate the first out of 5 super chats towards the super chat goal. Thank you so much for that, brother. I do my best to get to every chat, but if I miss something, it's not intentional. If you want it read for sure, make sure you put it in a super chat. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you, Silo. And thanks for being a channel member. But yeah, we just started our adventure. We're starting to check out all the different builds that there are around the world. Right, we're still in our own home valley right now. A lot of these are Blood Brother builds still because we have so many plots. Another Tangia dungeon. Silo's firing up a Tangia dungeon. Guys, remember, those are free. You can get into those as long as someone else fires one up. You can join them. And then when we try for a boss, we're going to definitely need every single person because that boss, he's a pain in the butt, man. He's pretty tough. If you guys know of any cool build locations, send me a message over on Discord, void_lock, or give us the coordinates here on stream so we can earmark those. That way when we go on other adventures. Or if you want to show us, come and join us on Wednesdays when we go and do our adventures. Got a bunch of people here for our very first adventure of the verse, but if you guys want to, our first scheduled Humpday adventure, that is. But if you guys want to come and join us for the adventures, you can take us by. Maybe we can arrange something where we swing by your builds, your city, your clans build, your solo build, or even just beautiful vistas that you know of. Fadril, welcome in, brother. How's it going? Fadril says, hello, Inner Sleuths and fellow blood brothers. How's it going, brother? Hope you're doing good, man. We are out on our Humpday adventures. I love seeing builds that are up the sides of mountains. I don't know if you guys remember Skywatch. Skywatch was awesome, absolutely awesome build by Kevidonis. Beautiful, beautiful build. What is this right here? Oh, this is one of those rest areas, isn't it? Yeah, this is one of those rest areas. If you look on the map, these are, I think, designed to make the... So I think that these are to make the early game easier for new players and stuff. It has like some basic crafting tables and stuff. It's a little reprieve area, so to speak. Oh, you can actually sit in these. Hell yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how these evolve as the game goes out of early access. Because they're going to have a subscription model, but they've also said that they're going to have a free model, supposedly, for players who don't want to be a landowner. So that's going to be interesting to see how useful those little things are for people. Nightshade says, yeah, repair stations and little things you can use for RP. Yeah, for sure. Got a big platform here. Looks like a house is going up on it right now. It's pretty cool. But I'd love to see your guys' builds. So if you guys know any cool locations that you want us to check out, just let me know. We'll do our best to make our way out there. And if you know anybody who's on the fence about PAX Day, send them my way. I'd love to chat with them and show them what the game has to offer in a genuine, honest place where we can have a little dialogue back and forth. Silo says, it would be a cool aspect to be able to drink/eat at sites like those instead of instant consume. That would be pretty neat. You know, and then it could give you like a comfort bonus or something like that. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. How long has that been there like that down there, Pickle? Since the beginning of verse 3, so someone just put a bunch of plots in. See, that's one of the problems when you let someone have so much freedom in the world around you. It's like you can end up with things like that where it's like, nah, it kind of ruins my immersion. Then again, we're not on an RP server, so people are just playing, you know? It's not really designed on this server to preserve people's immersion and whatnot, but that's going to happen in big MMOs like this. Athena, welcome into the stream. Great to have you. Thanks for stopping by. We are almost about to cross into Drager. Oh, look at this. How this water meets right here. It's kind of a neat build. Maven says Lady Athena. Lady Maven. Athena, how have you been? How have you been liking verse 3? What's been your favorite part so far? We've been having a bunch of fun building. Honestly, there's a lot of people who are like, just turn the game into a building simulator at this point. That's been something that's been thrown around by people. They're like, hey, just turn it into a build simulator. We love building. But yeah, how have you been liking verse 3, Athena? We're coming up on the border crossing here. The border crossings have gotten a little bit smoother, but they're still not perfect. Well, Pickle was saying if we could like have custom cloaks, and yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if they just gave us a bunch of cosmetic options, right? It'd like give us clothes that we could just wear that don't have any stats. We've talked about this a lot, but I mean, they just don't have stats, but they don't take any skill level. Because right now they took away all of our RP clothes. If you want to wear nice looking clothes, well, you know what you got to do? You got to level up your light armor skill. There used to be more than one cloak. Now it's just the founder's mantle. They're used to, they just, they've taken a lot of stuff out of the game, unfortunately. Let's see where we want to go. So we can go north or we can go south. If we go north, wraps around up there. Let's go a little off-roading here. I want to go down by this water because a lot of people like to build by water, so I want to see what people have built down by this lake. Havoc says, not far from my sand mining simulator. Oh, you got a sand mining simulator out here? Yeah, see, look, this is where people build, you know? People like to build around water. Yeah, right over there is Silo. That's your place, right? Silo's on stream here. Is that your place right over there, Silo? You guys build that, that staircase going up the mountain there, too? Looking good. Havoc says, no, this game is a sand mining simulator. It definitely can be. At least they made it a little easier to acquire. You can actually smush stones into sand now, at least. I still have so much sand in my redeeming queue, and they only gave me a fraction of what I had back, so I haven't had a problem with sand. Silo says, yes, it is. Let's go check out Silo's build. Let's go see MSL's build. Let's see what they've gotten so far. Is this bridge not complete? Oh, it is complete. Okay. What the hell is... What is this? We got a... For Sean. What it... Wait a minute. What is this? What? Who's flicking off Sean? What did Sean do? Someone made a monument. Someone made a monument against Sean. Who's Sean? Let's see if we can get up here to Silo's build. Nightshade said I was talking with you about that a while back. Yeah, that should not be allowed. That is terrible. The dude's flipping off. Is Sean live over here? Is this Sean's? Let me hold on. Let me see. Is this Sean's plot here? Whose plot is this? No, it's Miyake's. Who the hell's Sean? Yeah, let's go find their front gate. Silas says we haven't ever figured that out. Have you guys reported that? Because that's kind of bad. I mean, I wouldn't want to log in every day and see a middle finger facing me. That's annoying. Are these your stairs going up that way too, Silo? I love that. How you can get around easy by building those stairs up. So here's their front gate. Let's go check out their city. You have not? No touchback? It's been reported by several people. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Mainframe does anything about any of the reports we do against individuals. We've reported some really, really bad things. Yeah, a lot worse than that middle finger, and they've done nothing about it. So one of the issues, I think they just don't really do any moderation, unfortunately. I like this middle tower here. This is pretty neat. Res me if I die, Pickle says. Oh, you're still alive. You're good. Don't mind me. Just gonna check out your little tower here. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice. This alchemy tower. Yeah, the sign out front was alchemy. This is looking great. I love all the windows. A lot of natural light. One of my favorite things is checking out people's builds. Because it's one of the most fleshed out things in the game, right? It's your alchemist tower. Hell yeah. It's a nice view. Let me pop up into this. See their city. This is a decent sized city. This is looking good. I love the roof on that building right there. How far over does it go? Is this yours over there as well? Or is that another group's? Yeah, you guys have definitely been busy. Let's see, what do we got down here? The far one's another group's build. Oh, okay, cool. Wow, look at that. Yeah, they're all talking on Discord about the fireplace down here. That's cozy. I like that design. It looks great. Yeah, Pickle saying on Discord, we definitely need more round pieces. This is one of my favorite things about Dunes building. Dune building, they let you have round pieces that actually have connecting pieces for them. The hell was that? Was that a Tangia? Oh, look at this tunnel. Oh, this is cool, man. I love the tunnel ways and little alleys and hidden spaces. Look at this. Nice council room. Check this out, man. What a great room. Is this your main keep? Ooh, where does this go? Well, let me close the door. I don't live in a barn. Oh, I love this. We're going down underground. Look at this. This is great. Little secret storage room. I wish they would give us pieces to be able to build actual secrets. Like hang things over, have, you know, you go up to the wall, you push a stone and it opens, slides over and stuff like that. That'd be really, really great. Nice waterfront property here. It's coming together, man. Building, now that they changed the recipes and stuff, it is daunting. It is quite the daunting task. Everything is so expensive. I want to go back up here where I was. Is this a tower? Oh, this goes down too. Where does this go? Oh, hold on. Let's see. What do we got down here? Oh, nice. Check this out. Like a little chapel area of sorts. I love seeing people's different build designs too. Fadril says Enshrouded has a couple secret doors players can build. See, I love stuff like that. I literally had a mod for Minecraft that was basically designed to allow you to make secrets. It was solely designed for you to be able to make secrets. I think it was actually called Secret Doors. It was such a good mod. You could have one-way facing glass, and they all had to be crafted. It wasn't just like creative mode stuff. So we actually used that in one of our survival worlds before. It was a lot of fun. You know what would look great right there? A boat. Like a dock with a nice pier and a boat or something. That'd look really cool. That's why I like builds that are by water, because you have a lot of different options and things you can do around the water. Looks like something's going to be underneath there. Where does this lead? Oh, this leads over to it. Okay. Silo says that would be awesome. Yeah. Another building going up here. I love the natural flow between the spaces. It's not sanitized. You have natural areas where you're letting things peek through, little darty alleyways and corridors and stuff. It feels natural. I really like that. Want to go check out on this side, and then we'll continue on our adventures. This looks like a storehouse. I like how you used these, because then you can have, I mean, it's hollow underneath then, so you can do little secrets and stuff like that. Oh, a little inn? Is this an inn here? Love this. This is great. I love little patio sitting areas and stuff. Nice! Oh man, look at that. Love it. The brewery. Absolutely love it. All the natural light. So great. Fedril says, let me know if you're interested, Void. I can take your enshrouded character through my city there and let you try and find the secret tunnel and alchemy cave. That sounds really cool, actually. Yeah, I recently did a video on Enshrouded. I really liked it. I think the game is... I think it's an awesome game, honestly. Really, really great game. Yeah, this place is great. It gives me very heavy vibes of RuneScape Dragon Wilds, which I adore as well. Great game. This is awesome. Oh, the door is glitching out on me. Hold on. Let me see. There we go. Nice little loft above it. We'll have to host some events. We'll have to get some RP events going once our cities are more complete. That's the hard thing, is it's like, you know, when you want to do some roleplay, it's like you want to have the city complete before you start having people roaming around and things like that. All right, let me go meet up with my team. I gotta check this building. This building's too big not to check. Meet up with the clan, and then we're gonna head out. Oh yeah, now we're freaking talking. Love that. Natural light, tons of natural light. That's one thing that I need to implement more into my builds, is more natural light. I love this rounded piece there. That's great. Where does this go? Nice little basement area. Nightshade says, welcome to my brewery build, Void. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. Pete says, wow. Oh, look. Is this underneath the walkway? Are we about to pop out underneath that walkway? Right here is going to be flagstone above us, maybe? No? Where am I? Yeah, it was. It's flagstone right there. That's cool. I love that tunnel. Absolutely love that. All right. Is everybody ready to head out? Go on some more adventures? Okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, you can catch up with us. No big deal. Silo, build's coming along great. You guys are doing an awesome job out here. I can't wait to see when you guys got more progress done and stuff. We'll have to get some events going as well. Get some RP flowing. Bloodhaven, I'm trying to like hold off until the city's finished before we start doing too much RP, because you know, you want it to be a nice environment with a complete build, so to speak. So that's what that's what's been the big hold up for us, is we're trying to get it complete. But let's everyone move out front of the gate and we'll see who's here and who's not. Looks like the only person who's AFK is Ange, and she says that she'll catch up with us. So let's go ahead and see where we're gonna head to next. Let's take the staircase here. We'll go up to the top, we'll get the stone, and then we'll head to the next home valley. Is the staircase safe? But it's mostly safe. Okay. I love shortcuts like this, though. This is nice. It's amazing to see the things that players build to make getting around easier. If only we had mounts or something like that. I know it's a crazy concept, but can you imagine if we had some type of horse or something that you could ride on in order to get around the world more quickly? I know. Crazy concept, but would be very useful. We wouldn't have to have staircases like this then. But this is nice to be able to get up quicker. Look at that view from up here. Oh yeah, by the way, today my game's running great. Yesterday, not so much, but today, running perfection. Look at that city from up here. Here we start to get some safety rails. OSHA must have been on them up here. And here we have a Petra Day. So these have been overhauled for this verse, for those of you who don't know. You can actually teleport to these stones now. Everybody who's with us, make sure that you do not touch the stone, but if you want to get it as a teleport, walk up near it, and it'll tell you in the top left corner that you now have acquired it as a teleport location. If you touch it, you'll set your home spawn. But these are the new Petra Days that they've been implementing. They are all unique from what I've seen in one way or another, and they offer a different variety of starting amenities. That's kind of funny that this spinning wheel's floating. You'd think they would have hand-placed all these things. How did that slip through? But I'm going to run up there because I actually don't have this teleport location just yet, and I'm going to go stand by the stone. There we go, new fast travel location unlocked. And how these work is, there's a system called Grace. You get gold by killing NPCs or selling things, and then you can take that gold and turn it into Grace, and that Grace is used to do various different things, but one of them is teleporting. So you can click one of these other stones here, and you can travel there for 20 grace. You can see I got 5,000 grace currently because I don't really use it all that much. But each one of these is unique. These are supposed to have a storage, but I haven't actually messed around trying to find the storage just yet. Set as home or examine, so it's not at that. I wonder if there is some type of storage down here. Pete says, get some music, prefer playable into the game. Prefer playable into the game. Get some music. What do you mean? Like, you want me to play music? You want me to turn on my lo-fi? I think I have the in-game music on, but it's not very loud. I can turn on my, hold on, give me a second. I'll turn on my lo-fi. There we go. How's that? Let me know the volume on it. Athena says, I love the BH staircase with my temple at the top. Oh, you want playable instruments in game. That's what you're talking about. You want to be able to play instruments in game. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that'd be really, really cool, actually. So where's the storage of these things? Simple tailoring station. We can repair our tabard here. Do these things actually have storage yet, guys? These things are supposed to have storage. Do they not? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. If there's... I mean, they have like this altar here, but this doesn't interact in any way. It's just a bunch of little stations. Yeah, so the storage, I think, maybe is not turned on yet. Because none of these things are storable. These are just little cosmetics and boxes and everything like that. Little barrels. Pickle actually made a good point. He said it'd be cool if we could pop up tents outside of dungeons and stuff as little temporary spawn points and stuff. That would be pretty neat. Could you imagine that? Being able to put a tent outside of a dungeon and then go on an adventure in it. That'd be awesome. All right, let's see where our next point is going to be. From here, we're going to head... Let's see. How can we get down into Playdon? It looks like there's a road that goes south and it cuts back into Bronnier, but we may be able to scale across. Oh, I see a big gap right in the middle right there by that small little pond. So let's take the road south. We'll cut across the forest and then we'll slip right through there if we can without candy caning our ankles. Yeah, I think that's the move. We should be able to go right through there, right down through there. That'll be pretty good. Pete, what instruments would you like to see brought in game? I used to play a game called Mabinogi, and the instruments were actually like their own game loop of sorts. They could give buffs. It was really interesting. And it took skill to play them. It wasn't just you had to skill it up on your character. You actually had to do things to play the instruments. It was a skill-based profession of sorts. I think that would be awesome. I would love to see that. Get like some drums, some flutes, different things like that brought in. That'd be awesome. But what instruments would you want to see? What do you think should be the first ones that they could test that with? Mainframe does check these streams from time to time, so you never know. Maybe they'll pop in and they'll see that enough people want playable instruments. Oh yeah, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna cut right through here. We'll go right along this forest. We'll slip right down through there. That pig's after someone. Oh, and he's bacon. And he's bacon. Silo says, let's just say it's a good thing that OSHA doesn't exist for a few thousand years for those stairs. Yeah, could you imagine? It was funny when we were building our test city over the water, down in the fog in last verse. Raster was kind of our foreman, and he would put up safety rails and stuff on the roofs because people kept sliding off when we were building and stuff. It was hilarious. Oh, we actually have a road here. Yeah, there's actually a road here. Look at that. That leads... Oh, it leads over to the other Stella. Let's go check by this lake here, actually, because I want to see, maybe there's some cool builds around there. We'll peek our heads up and then we'll cut straight south from there. Yeah, I like that tower. That looks nice. Let's check these market stalls. Nothing for sale, damn. I do like how they have different cosmetics for the stalls now too. Adds a little variety. Got some weak health tonics. Some pickaxes. Yeah, this is nice. That is a cool tower. I enjoy that. Just below the Drager on the map. Athena says, I went through the same gap looking for dandelions. Oh, did you? I'm gonna cut over by this lake and peek down over. What'd you say, Eisenborn? No, Chaos is from Vidarian Order. Oh, so that's the Vidarian Holt. That must be the Vidarian Holt then. I know the Vidarian Order was settled somewhere around here, so that must be... Yeah, that's the Vidarian Holt there then. Whose place is that over there too? We got two different places. People love to build around the water. It'll be interesting to see if they actually give us a reason to build around water in the future. There's like a Mayan temple down there on the water. Check that out. Human sacrifices at the top of that thing. Nightshade says, Vidarian Order is closer to the malting chamber than Playdon. Oh, so that's not their place then? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to find out exactly where they are so we can go visit their place as well. I'll have to send Alphard a message. Here's a nice little hamlet here too. It is cool to see people's builds. It looks like there's a market circle down here, guys, if you want to check. Maybe there's some stuff for sale. Haven't seen any people on our adventures just yet. The cities are slowly becoming ghost towns, unfortunately, again. Iron Broadsword for 30... That's not bad. Yeah, Righteous Strike, Jolting Kick, and Crusader Bid on that, so they all have the same attacks. Bunch of stuff for sale. Got some potions, some bracelets. Oh, we got some plain ale, 1 gold. I mean, you can't beat that, right? Tier 2 plain ale, 1 gold for a stack? That's a steal right there. Mushroom and vegetable stew. 10 for 3 gold. That's not bad. Jolting kick is the casting kick, aka interrupt. Yeah. Yeah, that's the interrupt. Yeah, we're gonna head. Let me see here. We should be able to actually. We'll go southeast. I love how this house right here is up on stilts. That's cool. Oh, there's another one over on stilts right over there to the west. That's neat. What is this? Public containers. They got some flax in here and some gold and random things for people. And little public chest and some clothing and stuff. That's nice. Ooh, direwolf. All right, let's follow this road back to the southeast, and hopefully we can slip through the mountains here. Nightshade says stream blip? No, I'm not showing any dropped frames. Connection looks solid, and maybe something on your end, or maybe it was something in the game. But everything's looking green on my end ever since I supposedly got my internet fixed, so should hopefully be good. Yeah, it looks like we'll have to go up this mountain a little bit, but hopefully there's a smooth transition where we can get out to the other side. Either that or we all candy cane our ankles and fall to our death. Either way, I mean, whatever works, you know? Oh yeah, you can get down this easy. If you come over where I did, there's a nice sloping spot. Oh yeah, we should be able to run right down this, I think. Look at that, easy peasy. Yeah, we'll meet back up on the road, but you definitely can make it down. I'm already down by the road. Luckily, if someone candy canes their ankles... Oh, we didn't even start a party. I guess it really doesn't matter because we're just out messing around, but... Havoc says, gotta drive, catch you later. Sounds good, Havoc. Thanks for tuning in, man. I really appreciate you. Have a safe drive, and we'll see you next time. Oh, I just crossed the border. I thought my game was freaking out. Well, your game does freak out when you cross the border, but... We'll wait for everybody else to cross the threshold. Come on across the threshold, and then we'll wait right here for everybody. We'll see what else we can get into down here in... Where are we at now? Now we are in Playdon. So I'm thinking from here, we'll take this path south. We'll go right to that road. We'll check out these little ponds, because that tends to be where a lot of people like to build. So we'll check out around these ponds and stuff. Maskus, how's it going? Welcome into the stream. He says, surprise, Lavanas here. Great to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Appreciate you. Looks like we have... Powell still to the north, maybe, unless my map is messing up. Yeah, no worries. We're just up a little ways on this path here. Nightshade says, well, turns out YouTube was freaking out because my tab had 28 gigabytes of RAM taken. Yeah, I don't know why your YouTube is using 28 gigs of RAM. That sounds like a browser issue, maybe. That's crazy, dude. 28 gigs. What the heck? Wow, look at this view. It can never be said that PAX Day is not a beautiful game. If it is one thing and one thing alone, it would be a beautiful game. Absolutely beautiful. Great view from here. I love the mountains off in the distance. You know, it was actually really interesting. Some weird glitch happened. I'm not going to say who it happened to, but a weird glitch happened and someone ended up literally flying in the sky. Wasn't an exploit. It wasn't intentional. It was a bug. I have some footage of it that I may publish. I don't know. Maybe I'll just report it as a bug. But I mean, I'll show you guys just because it was kind of cool. It was an interesting perspective on the world of PAX Day from an aerial view because the person was literally flying. They could fly across borders. They could fly off to the edge of the map. They could fly past the edge of the map. And I think it's just kind of how the map is designed. All right, Mojo, have a good night, man. Enjoy your dinner. I think it's just how the map is designed, but there's water below everything. So once you go off in a far enough off in the distance and the map terrain is brought down below that threshold, it's all water, but there was an ocean out there and it looked like it was off of a peninsula and stuff. It was really, really cool. Let me know if you guys want to see that footage and I'll do my best to throw it together and see if I can find a way to put together something time-lapse or something like that. Because it was a really long time. They were flying for a very, very long distance. It was crazy. But let's head down into this valley and see what cool builds we can find. Nightshade says, oh boy, interesting. Yeah, it was something else. Got everybody with us? Yep, we're all here. Okay, cool. I would love to see a redwood forest with just absolutely giant trees in them. Kind of like the big trees we have now, but like just a forest of them. That'd be really cool to see. Some ancient forest. Looks like a pretty cool castle gate over here. Any players yet? No players. Yeah, we haven't seen any other players. Did we? Who'd we see? Oh yeah, there was one person when we first crossed into Drager, yeah. Let's go check out this build down here. I want to see this gate. This gate looked impressive from a distance. Is that a big billboard? They got... I get it, it's not a market. It's not an RP. Yeah, it's not the Badger Mart. I get it, it's not an RP server, but those signs ruined my immersion. This gate is awesome. I love this gate. Jack, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, Jack. Jack says people play this game. Not many. Not many, Jack. Oh, is this... You guys can't maybe relog if you can't see this, what we're standing on. Oh, someone jumped off the edge. Oh yeah, there's a bridge here. That's funny. Some people can't even see what we're standing on. I like this gate, though. This gate's really nice. Could be a good entrance to a city. There's a hot tub? I gotta see a hot tub. Hold on. Where's the hot tub? Oh yeah, look at this little entrance here too. This is nice. Oh yeah, look at the hot tub. It's steaming even. Yeah, there's gotta be some type of fire source or something causing that smoke, huh? This is awesome. Uh-oh. It's almost a death trap. It's hard to get out of. Careful. Yeah, it took a minute to get out. Yeah, this is cool. The lily pads out back. I love seeing people's creativity that they come up with in games that let you build. Minecraft was one of my favorite places to see things that people build because you have so much freedom to build in that game with the terraforming too. Really cool builds. All right, let's hit the road and go. Let me see. Where are we going to go from here? We're going to go west. We'll wrap around that other lake and we'll get the next Petra Day. But yeah, Jack, some people play the game. Not too many, but you know, we like to have fun and pop back in, have our events, have our dungeon runs. We run dungeons like every day, every other day. We got a bunch of dungeon runs going on. We've been having fun. We need world bosses though. We need new dungeons. We need bigger POIs and bigger challenges to overcome as a group. Everybody with us? Let me see here. Eric and Cad are back there still. Oh, did they crash? Okay. We'll hold here just for a minute. Nightshade says, funny you mentioned Minecraft. I'm running a server for some penguin dungeon testing on a sponge server for me and on the oldest servers in Minecraft, or for one of the oldest servers in Minecraft. I know it's not 2B2T. I don't know who that is. Even I host my own private servers and stuff. Hey, Ange with the Tangia dungeon. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I made my own mod pack with very deep integration and stuff called Hallowed Ground. And it's on a future revision that was in beta testing, but there's not too much of a desire for people to play Minecraft too much anymore. I love Minecraft though, because the capabilities of the servers and stuff, it's a lot of fun. I love private servers though, you guys know that about me. Jack says, I need to get into more dungeon action now that I have my desktop set up again. Yeah, for sure, man. Come on over to the CBU Discord. You should be able to see when we got those dungeons fired up, man. Every Saturday, we have scheduled dungeon runs, but we run them all the time too. So come on over there and hang out, man. We'll get you into some dungeons. We'll have some fun. A couple people crashed, so we're just giving them a minute to catch up. While I hydrate. I'm gonna slowly RP walk this way. I like this forest right here. There's something about dark, dense forests that just give me the feels. Padrill! Thank you for the super chat. The second out of 5 super chats towards our super chat goal this stream. Really appreciate you, brother. Padrill says, please don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. I know it's cheesy. You guys hear it all the time, but it really does help. I'm a small channel in the grand scheme of things, and it really does help out a lot, so I really appreciate that. Every subscription matters to help us reach those goals. We'll probably do another 24-hour stream or something cool. Looks like we're all here. Thank you so much for Drill for that super chat, though. Really appreciate you, brother. There's so many good games coming out that I think that is it's what's given, competition is great, right? And that's what's given PAX Day a run for their money. Dune has been a lot of fun. The private server situation has not been fun. G-Portal is garbage. Their server's absolutely terrible. But the fact that we can have a private server is nice. I wish it was self-hosted. I'm always for self-hosted private servers because then you can choose to play the way that you want, right? And when you allow people to play games the way they want, it's just a win-win for everybody. They're going to be able to have as much fun as they possibly can. And I love hosting private servers, but I'd like to see self-hosted private servers for Dune. Hell, I'd like private servers for everything, but that's just me. But yeah, there's a lot of games that are coming out. A lot of games that have a lot of new updates and things going on. And I think that they're really giving PAX a run for their money. You know, that Dragon Wilds, RuneScape Dragon Wilds, if they really come out with their 200 slot, 100 slot servers like they're talking about, that could be something really, really crazy to host for the community and have a lot of fun in there. There is so much competition in the game market right now that games that have terrible monetization models, games that don't respect people's time and aren't that much fun, they're going to fall to the wayside as people go on to greener pastures. I mean, it's going to happen, Jack. Not too much happening around this lake for it being such a nice spot. Like, this is a great lake right by the Petra Day, but there's not too much going on here. Let's head over to the Stella, get that teleport location, and see just how unique this other area is compared to the other Petra Days. Because each Petra Day has its own little unique area around it. I do like how each of them's unique. You would never build in one, Pickle? I like, I mean, I think it's an aesthetical thing, but like, I love dark, creepy forests and stuff. Like, that's the #1 place that I would normally build in Minecraft, would be in the dark forest. Yeah, that fog build was really cool with the way the lighting would work there. I liked that. But then again, we need to have trees not come through our plots. I mean, that's been an issue since day one still, and it's still a thing here almost a year later, and it's really annoying. It's super, super annoying, because it limits where you get to build. The main problem I see is these home valleys still support 800 plots, from my understanding, but they're smaller than the other home valleys. And then you have forests that restrict where you can build as well. So you really don't have all that much. You have to get pretty creative at times of where you want to build. You know, sometimes mountainsides and things like that. I mean, ideally, people will take a nice flat valley, because then they can just, hey, I got a nice flat valley, no trees, I can just build real easy. But, oh, look up there, nice big build up on top. But I think if you could, I understand it, they don't want the forests to just go away while everyone's chopping them all down and putting their houses over them. But if they allow you to replant trees in some capacity, that'd be pretty cool. Nice big circle POI for this Petra Day. So again, these starting points are going to be useful for players that don't have a plot. Anyone who's going to be free to play with no plot, no subscription, these are going to be really useful for you because you're going to have all of the basic crafting stations to be able to get ready in the game. Look at that view out there. Is that the wildlands? No, it's not. It's ghost biome there. This is a great view of that ghost biome over there to the southwest. That looks great. Man, this is a beautiful freaking game. All right, that's this little point. Everyone got the teleport location from here? From here, I think we will, let's see, let's take the path. We'll go east. And we will cut across over to Dolovan. Yeah, I want to check out that island. I want to see, there's probably some really cool builds on there. That's such a unique feature for a home valley to have, is the spawn stone, the Petra Day, on such a big island like that with two natural bridges leading into it. Pretty unique. So I'm gonna head east on that path right there, and we'll go head over to Dolovan and check it out. Look at this big gate. I love that. Yeah, the thatch, you know what? The thatch doesn't look bad in certain applications. Look at these vistas. You know, one thing that Guild Wars 2 did really cool was the vistas. It was like an achievement almost for going up and reaching high points. And you could acquire all the vistas in certain areas. It was kind of fun to run around and collect those. Ardbog has an island stone too, pretty nice. I'll have to check that out. I want to check out all the home valleys. Big task, I know, especially with no mounts, but I definitely want to check out all the home valleys. I'm going to do my best to document all of them and everybody's builds throughout verse 3. I love showing off people's builds. People have such deep creativity in this game. It's awesome to see. They took away our run bug. I'm super sad. I really enjoyed that run bug. But what has been everybody's favorite thing of verse 3 so far? I want to hear from you guys. What has been your favorite thing. And keep in the back of your mind what your least favorite thing is, because I'm going to ask you that in the future. But right now, I want to know what has been the most fun that you've had in verse 3. Mine, honestly, has been seeing the builds come together. I know it sounds funny. You'd think it'd be combat or something like dungeons. The adventures in the dungeons are a ton of fun, don't get me wrong. But I've had so much fun watching the world build up around us. It's been very enjoyable. What has been your guys' favorite thing about verse 3? As soon as the RP kicks off, it'll probably be some awesome, crazy story from my perspective. But for right now, it's watching the world build up around us. We're going to try and go straight east here, and if there's a safe drop-down area or not is yet to be seen, but we're going to try. We should be able to. That way we don't have to cut all the way north just to come back down. Goodbye, Mr. Inquisitor. He was not very... I mean, well, he actually was a little too inquisitive. That's why he got himself killed. Is this a unique ring fort? I don't remember seeing this design. Let's check this place out, huh? I'm gonna eat some food so I don't get completely annihilated, but let's go check this place out. Yeah, we'll make a party here after this guy. Oh yeah, Reformer, what the hell? Someone's launching him. Acolyte. Another Reformer over there. Once we take these guys out, we'll make parties. And then I will read Nathan's message down there in just one moment. I don't even have a helmet on. Alright, let me grab some people. We'll start up parties. Alright, everyone who's in my party, come over here. Yeah, Eisen, make the second party. Yeah, it should be 5 of you. Yep, that'd be perfect. We'll have 5 and 5. You guys don't have a healer in that group, but again, we're not really farming POIs or anything. I just want to peek in here because this is kind of a unique POI. I like this. Maven says, I've been enjoying seeing our castle take shape and everyone's building. Yeah, that's basically been my favorite thing so far in verse 3 is watching the world build up around us. Oh yeah, he does have a staff. Okay, cool, perfect. Well, let's just go peek our heads in here and see what we're working with. It is interesting that there are different names. So it looks to be the same NPCs, but they're different named. Level 2 elites. Blimpy, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hope you're having a great evening so far. We're out on some random shenanigan adventures. We just found a pretty cool POI tower with some different named NPCs. So we're just checking this place out real quick. But we've gone on an adventure from Bronir over to Drager, checked around all these lakes. Now we're down in Clayton. We're gonna be heading over to Dolavan soon, right over here. Yeah, it's interesting. They're the same type of mob, but they just have a different name. Maven says, oh, got Tangia pulled on Blimpy. Yeah, they were out in the wildlands. So it's interesting that they're actually in a home valley because we're not in the wildlands right now. But it is a pretty big fort. I wonder if there's a boss in here. Probably has a chance to be. Let's go find out. Storm the castle! Oh, here comes some more from the tower. Hell yeah. If we have a second whirly stick, let's get them all stacked. He wants Ange real bad. Limpy says I pulled up the Tangia page before stream started, but then had to go eat. Oh, you're ready to go, huh? You got it ready to go, Blimpy. Let's go check up in this tower. See if we can find a boss up here. Got an acolyte. Oh, it actually doesn't. It doesn't go up in. Yeah, we'll have to find it. It's completely hollow. There's no second floor in there. Let's see if there's a way to get up higher. Oh yeah, look at that. It is completely hollow. That's interesting. This is a cool POI though. Yeah, come up the stairs to your south, and you guys will be able to come up top with us, I think. Looks like this wraps around and goes up. Another Tangia dungeon. Maven, thank you for the Tangia dungeon. I love those dungeons. It doesn't really... Yeah, it doesn't really go up. It just goes up to, like, ruins, though. We might be able to jump over onto this, though. Yeah, it's hollow. I wonder what these things looked like when they were not destroyed. I like this POI design. They have, like, a gallows up front. You see that? Those two sticks down there? That's neat. Put them on their own gallows. Filthy Inquisition. Alright, everybody down to the main entryway. We're gonna continue on our journey after we take out this goad. From here, we should be able to keep going straight east. We'll see. Yeah, I like that POI. It's a nice design. It's good to see variety, right? I mean, because before it was like there weren't too many designs. There's another one over here. Let's see if there's any other unique ones. I think we can get down over here too. If we swing to the south, it kind of slopes down. Lippy says, I have to explore vicariously through you. I still haven't ventured far for some reason. We're welcome to come out with us. This is a public event, so anybody and everybody is welcome to come out on these adventures with us. Every hump day, we're going to be going out on various adventures. I don't know if I'll stream all of them. I'll do my best to, but every Wednesday we'll be getting together in PAX Day to go out on various adventures. They're not all like hunting missions. They're just exploration. I actually don't know if we can make it down this side. But that's what adventures are all about. I'm actually curious. We might be able to jump into the river. Oh yeah, we can totally jump in the river. Right here, this is the spot. That's the spot. We got our own diving board. Nicholas B, how's it going? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Here we go. Nick says jump, we jump! Splash! Oh man, look how deep we went. I love it. Look at them all splashing in behind us. They're like cannonballs, dude. That's amazing. That is so good. Nick says, hey buddy. How's it going, man? Nick, did you see the new set thing? It's not really a set. I guess it's like a starter set? The Hoth Starter Edition or whatever, coming out for Star Wars Unlimited. Looks really interesting, but it's going to be sold as a board game, almost. I mean, it's a card game, obviously, because it's still Star Wars Unlimited, but they're selling it in board game stores, anywhere where board games and things like that are carried. Looked really interesting. Got some wolves here. Poor wolves, didn't even know what hit them. Let me check my map really quick. Yeah, if we go southeast here, we'll run into a little intersection where we can continue on our journey. This forest is awesome. I love this. Right here is what I'm talking about. I love these deep, dense forests. The Hoth box, yes, it's a cash grab. They are selling it in a big box retail too. Well, I mean, I think it'll be good for the game though, right? Because if people don't want to just get like a starter set or something, it's kind of making it a little more accessible for people who maybe even haven't even played card games. But I think it's not going to have any special cards in it, right? It's just going to have the standard stuff that we're used to. More exposure, exactly, yeah. Let's see where we're at. Yep, we're on track now. We're going to head straight east out of here. We got another Tangia dungeon. Well, it's not, yeah, so Andrew's saying there's no place by her really to get the cards and stuff, but it's interesting because it's not really, it's not like packs to rip though. It probably is going to have, it's almost like a starter set portrayed in a more tangible way. Got a nice wolf cave here though. That's a good point. Yeah, Andrew's saying maybe, you know, if this picks up more traction and it becomes more popular in areas that maybe don't have it as available, we need to go north a little bit here to get up to the road, then maybe those places will start to carry it more because it'll be more popular in the area, be a higher demand for it, so you never know. Yeah, I saw it online. I couldn't really hear it over the guy's jingly earrings, though. Somebody was wearing jingly earrings while they were doing the live stream, and everyone in the comments is like, why did you wear those earrings to a live stream when you're talking about a product? Because he's moving his head, and it's just like, jing, 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 jing. And I'm like, what do you have, wind chimes hanging on your ears, man? He got a lot of grief in the comments. Blubby says Moon's on a Tangia dungeon roll. She sure is. I've seen a couple good things pop up there that you guys found. Are we beating skin dancers tonight? No, we're not. I mean, if it may end up in that, you never know when you end up beating a couple skin dancers, but it's not the goal. We're just out on different adventures. We're swinging to these different home valleys and picking up their teleport locations currently. So we're about to cross over into the wildlands out here. Starts to get a little more hairy than in these safe home valleys. Are we missing someone? Did I just see on my map, or is my map... No, my map's just bugged out. Oh, Cat and Asmodean aren't with us. Oh, okay, okay. Fell behind a little bit. That's all good, though. Nick says, yes, new and specific cards, but nothing that will see meta play. Oh, okay, so there are unique cards that are going to make their way. I mean, I'll probably pick it up. What did they say? It was like 19 bucks, 19.99 or something like that. It's like 20 bucks. Probably still pick it up just because I like the game so much, but... You know, it's fun to play those with people who don't necessarily know too much about the game, because it's a very easy game to teach people, but I can play it with my niece, my nephew, you know, I can play it with kids and stuff, and it's easy to teach them how to play that. I used to be more hairy, but he trimmed up recently. How thoughtful of you, Nick. I think the fastest way to get there is going to be to swim. So we're going to take this bridge right here over to this island. We're going to cut as far to the southeast as we can, and then we're going to swim. I think that's probably the move, because we all got food, right? I mean, we'll have enough stamina to make it across. I need to get some brisket. I need some brisket in my life. We went to that barbecue rib fest or whatever. It was super good. We had nice brisket and pulled pork. I need some more, though. Oh, burnt ends, man. Yes. I'm so hungry now. I always do this. I stream on an empty stomach. Then I started talking about brisket. We're gonna cut through the woods here. Yeah, I'm lucky. I have Costco nearby. I can still get a brisket for a decent price and then cook it up at home too. Oh, you're talking already cooked. Gotcha. It's not that bad. I mean, you don't even need a barbecuer. I cook mine in the oven, and then you can just broil it to get the nice bark. You don't get the same smoky, you know, charcoal, whatever, wood flavor. But, yeah, you put a little paprika on there, you know, you're good to go. I like the flavor of the meat. I don't like when it's too smoky anyways, because then it overpowers it. Nick says, have you ever been to the Turkey Testicle Festival? We should go this year. I actually have been to a Turkey Testicle Festival before. I have. I think there's one in my town, actually. You want to go? We can go. Nightshade Leonard says, I'm 100% down to smash some dungeons. Hey, you never know. You never know. There's always people looking to smash dungeons. Let's be careful of these ghosts in here. These guys are pretty gnarly. We're going to take this road. We're going to sneak down all the way to the tip of this peninsula, and we're going to swim across. Hopefully there's a nice spot where we can swim. No, two people trailing behind. Yep. Yeah. We can wait over here when we get to the shore. What the heck? That ore just teleported in front of me. Did you see that? It's like this region wasn't loaded, and it just all of a sudden, either someone's out here, but they all loaded in at the same time. It would have popped in one at a time if it was on their timers. So, and they grow. They grow from a small rock. Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's loading up the zone. Stunned him? I stunned the wisp? They don't give you anything. They're worthless to kill. There's no way to kill it, dude. They made those things so strong. Yeah. They don't even attack you. They just run away. We will take out this bear, though. Man, that reminds me of a long time ago when we used to play Unturned. Chromac. We had a member on our server, Chromac, and he was freaking awesome. He was like the bear tamer. He'd go out in the woods and get bears to chase him in his car. And one time we were sitting there and there was proximity voice chat in that game, and he came flying by the base in his car, and you just heard bear, 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 bear as he goes flying by in the car, and you look and there's just a chain of bears behind him as he's luring them to people's houses. Oh, good times, man. We had so much fun on that private Unturned server. We had different factions. We had a custom map we made. There was territories and gangs and kill on sight areas, and oh, it was so much fun. A lot of role play happened there. The good old days. That's why I love private servers so much. You can have so much fun. Where's that at? In Lydal? Let me see. Yeah, we will go to Lydal. We'll definitely swing down past there. Did everybody catch up from behind us? Oh, Ange found a purple pink item, an epic. Oh, the epic pirate cutlass. But Ange says still doesn't have as good a stats as my current one. It's driving me crazy that the epic stuff isn't as good. So the interesting thing about Tangia, about those dungeons, I can actually add custom items to them. A couple of the items that are in there are custom items, but I can add custom items. So we can make like the brisket bat or something, and it's just like meat that you hold if we have icons and stuff that we can add, and we can choose the stats. You can make something that's infinitely rare, but is just super overpowered and add it in. You can do whatever you want with those Tangia dungeons. They're kind of fun. So to participate in the Tangia dungeons, you just have to have the Tangia page pulled up. So if you're on stream, it'll pop up every now and then with a link over to it, but you just log in, you have the Tangia page pulled up for Inner Sleuths, and then when someone starts a dungeon, it'll show up at the top of the screen. It'll say, join Tangia dungeon. They're free for you. It's like 50 tokens for whoever starts the dungeons and the duels, and there's boss fights and stuff too. But yeah, and then you level up, you get passive stats, you can get new gear, you equip them. They're kind of just like mini passive dungeon things. They're fun. When we get to the water, make sure you guys have food in your stomach so we can swim across with no issues. We're gonna go to the thinnest point up here. Does shift actually do anything while you swim anymore? Like, does it suck your stamina faster still, or did they fix that? It used to suck your stamina down faster without making you move any faster. I don't know if it still does, though. I haven't tested it. It still does? Oh, damn. Mainframe, what's up with that? Can we get a bug fix patch, please? We're a year in. Let's get this stuff fixed, man. Look at this. You can't even see the other side. Oh, that's creepy. I'm going to wait for my food to fall off, and then I'm going to eat fresh food, because with my luck, it'll fall off in the middle, and then I'll drown. Nick says, dude, if you eat before you swim, you'll get cramps. Good luck. Good luck, everybody. Godspeed. Here they go, swimming off into the mist. My food's gonna wear off pretty soon. There it goes. I'm gonna re-eat. Which one gives me... So this gives me stamina. Does this give stamina? This gives stamina as well. There we go. Why don't you just make a raft, Nick says. I wish we could make a raft. People would kill to make rafts in this game, but there's no boats, unfortunately. Here we go. Wish me luck. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. I can see all their little circles. Do you see that off in the distance? That was pretty cool. Maybe for their stretch goal on their on their Kickstarter, we'll get rafts. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, I barely had half stamina on. I'm almost there. Easy peasy. I wish we could make rafts, Nick. That'd be really cool. Yeah, gliders would be awesome. There's a lot of things that would be nice. I mean, hell, even just having a horse. Can we just get a mount? I'll take a donkey. I'll take a donkey that I can't even ride, but it can carry a bunch of stuff for me. I'd settle for that. That'd be pretty neat. Hey, there's a player there. That's our first play. That's the second player we've seen. Laserman. To the south of us. We've seen 2 players in 2 hours. That's 1 player per hour. That's pretty decent density if you think about it. Oh man. Am I going the wrong way? Oh yeah, we're going the wrong way. I saw the player and I got excited. Oh, we got a bear. Bear! I saw the other player and I got excited. I was gonna run him down. So it keeps How do you poke a bear and launch it over your head? That's hilarious. Could you imagine? How much do bear weigh? Like a grizzly bear. 1,200 pounds? Oh my god, could you imagine that? Someone got epic pirate hat, Blimpy, nice. Yeah, there's no way you're poking a bear and lifting it over your head. Silo says, got to eat your Wheaties to do that. I know, right? Alright, so we asked you guys what was your favorite thing about verse 3 so far. What has been your least favorite thing about verse 3? Everybody, absolutely everybody on Discord just talked about the grind of the craft. Over on YouTube, what do you guys think? What has been the most detrimental thing to verse 3 in your guys' opinions? And the reason I bring these things up is because, we're crossing a border here. The reason I bring these things up is because we can then give feedback on those things and they can be corrected and made more enjoyable, whatever they may be. Maven, member for 9 months of the Sleuth Squad. Winners hit the like button for the stream. I have a few more months subscribed on my other account. So glad for the community here. Thank you very much, Maven. She hit us with a heart. I really appreciate you, Maven. Thanks for being a part of the Inner Sleuths. Thanks for being a part of the Cheeky Buggers United and the Blood Brothers and all the things that we do. We have so much fun together here in the community. Really appreciate you. 9 months. We had a bunch of gifted memberships go out over the past couple streams, guys. So anybody who was gifted a membership, you have been given the gift of membership here on the channel for 1 month. If you choose to carry that over, you get perks on the Discord. Whenever we hashtag SoonTM get merch, you'll get discounts on that as well. All kinds of stuff. I'm actually designing a ring right now. I'm starting by designing a ring that is going to bear the insignia for the Order of the Blood Brothers. It's going to be pretty interesting. Stay tuned for that. And we are thinking of, I think it's the, I'm trying to remember, it's the Saturday before Labor Day at the Bristol Renaissance Fair. That's when we're thinking tentative. It's not solidified just yet, but that's when we're thinking we're going to do a little meet and greet. You guys can come and meet me, come meet Voidlock out at the Renaissance Fair, have some fun. But I will let you guys know over in the Discord, we have a room dedicated to that. It's like members feedback for ideas for merch and things like that. But I'm thinking that it's going to be the Saturday before Labor Day is when we're going to do the Renaissance Fair and meet anybody who wants to come on out there. We go there every year. I love that place. We have another player, Flintlock. It's our 3rd player. Holy crap. Nick, have a good night, man. He says, happy hunting, everyone. I'm out. Have a good night, Nick. Thanks for stopping by the stream, buddy. Maska says, crafting grind. Oh, someone died here? Where? Oh, in the woods. Can we res them? Oh yeah, we can cut through the woods right here. Let's go straight south. We'll cut through these woods. Yeah, Mystic died there. We can't res them, so it must have been a little while ago. Xeric says empty world. Masca says crafting grind. Watson says the crafting and the lack of respect from our time in the game. Maven says the amount of sand and clay needed is a grind. Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. That's what I've heard from the vast majority of people, is that it's just not as enjoyable. You know, so I talked about this before. It's one thing when a game has a heavy grind, like let's say vanilla World of Warcraft, but there's things to do along the way. You're achieving small milestones, you're gaining new skills, you're changing out your gear, you're running new dungeons. It takes a very long time to level in WoW, though, in Classic WoW. And that is an enjoyable experience, in my opinion. Here, the grind can feel very empty. It can feel like you're grinding just for the sake of grinding, and it's not an enjoyable experience along the way. They need to find some way to give you some smaller victories along the way to make it more enjoyable. I've heard from almost every single person that the grind has been just absolutely insane. Can you imagine having to do this grind without having your redeeming queue or having kept your skills? It would take you so long that I don't think the vast majority of people would put up with it. And that's just, if the game is how it is right now. Yo, is this our 4th person? We see Kent. Kent is on the map. Shout out to Kent. 4th person. 2 people per hour. Yeah, some people didn't have redeeming queues because they just fired up the game for the first time. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Right along the water like that. I love this lighting at night. Look at this. We got some market stalls. Let's see what they got here. Anything good? Ooh, kind of expensive. A stack of grapes. That's 1 gold per grape. That's kind of expensive, but hey, they got stock, right? At least there's some items there. Some leather. I don't use that market tab. It ruins my immersion. I'm serious. It really ruins my immersion, yeah. Well, so here's my whole take on that, right? This person has some market stalls here. I'm sure they'd love to see other players, right? And interact with people. Isn't it fun and exciting that we all just came through their town? Now, obviously, we didn't spend a lot of time here. We're just passing through. But at least if they were online, which I think they are, they're running up there, they get to see some people come by and check out their stalls. That's my big thing about that. You know, I think that having that little page that you can pull up where you can just see everything for sale in the whole zone, it just takes something away. But then again, I'm coming from a roleplay standpoint, so you gotta consider that as well. Yeah, social interactions is the point of the game, right? Yeah. Blimpy says, I only started in verse 2, but did not have a much built up in the redeeming queue. Yeah, there were some people who didn't. That is a very tall house. That is very, very tall. Hey, there's Jack. Oh, it's only 6 stories? It just looks big because maybe there's not much around it. Hey, Jack. How's it going, brother? You are the 5th person we've seen, but you don't count because you knew where we were. Where is the stone? There it is. Let's check out this starting area. This is a really nice one. I like this water. This water feature is nice. We need to be able to put things like this. Having little pool areas and stuff. Be really nice. This is a cool little starting area though. Any storage chests here? I don't think the storage chests exist. Basic workbenches. Yeah, I like this spawn location. This is nice. These little altars they got here. That's a lot of candles. Silo says they would make it to where you have to fill 1 bucket at a time. Oh, to fill this up? Yeah, you gotta run and get a bucket and dump it in here to fill up the thing. Holy crap. Yeah, look at that industrial. That's industrial down there. Check that out. This island is pretty neat though. I'm surprised there's not more people on it, to be honest. I would have thought this island would have been packed. It's such a great feature built into the map. Nightshade says, just started before verse 1. Previous wipe, I didn't have much other than some throwaway stuff. This wipe I built or founded like 1/4 or funded like 1/4 of what's built in my redeeming queue. Did you just pop that? Oh, you said KK in wrong chat. You pop it in the wrong chat. He's typing in YouTube chat. That was probably meant to be a Discord message if I had to guess. Oh yeah, check out that. That is super beautiful. I need to do more windows like that with the open air design on those windows. I wanna implement some of those. Those are really, really nice. Nice little tower there. Yeah, I wouldn't like to be across from the factory, that's for sure. Floating, all the floating stuff. Yeah, but that's one of the downsides of, you know, the open world built by the players. Not everything's going to be to your liking or fit the aesthetic. Look at that giant sword in the middle, though. There's a huge freaking sword in the middle of this place. What the hell? This place is pretty neat. That is neat. Let me hide my HUD. Nice, yeah. It's like, what is that? King Arthur's sword or whatever stuck in the stone. And look at the pommel. They got the pommel good too. Nice proportions. That looks great. Looks like a great sword. That's awesome. It's like it's beveled. It's beveled on the sides. That is nice. Oh no, they have one of their, look at this. I see a misplace, a misclick here. They have their archway. It's over at a weird angle. It doesn't meet up with the other beam. We'll have to let them know so they can get that fixed. This is cool though. I like this build. This courtyard, man. Look at all this is flagstone. We're standing on flagstone. That is expensive. Holy crap. I like this flower circle. I'd like to get something like that in Bloodhaven. That's beautiful. We got one of these? Alright, who can pull this sword out of the stone? We gotta try pulling the sword out of the stone. Nightshade Leonard says 90 limestone and 45 clay per tile. Ouch, a lot of grinding. Exactly. That's my point, is it's crazy, man. The average gamer, I don't think, is gonna want to do that grind. It's so intense. This looks cool over this way though. That's a nice looking building. We're definitely not average gamers. There's something wrong with us. Or maybe there's something right with us. I'm not sure. Nah, there's definitely something wrong with us. This is cool though. It has a ton of flagstone. I like this build. Oh, they got markets down there. Let's go see what they got for sale. What do they got? What do they got? Let's see. Anything good? Oh, they got some jewelry. Decent prices too. Really good prices actually. Nothing there. And some headbands. I'm really interested to see what the economy is going to look like after a full wipe. Jack says, I bet I could pull that sword out. This place is really cool. I like how they built this. You know, when we were building, I was super concerned about the grass and stuff coming through the floor. It doesn't actually look all that bad. In certain areas, it almost just looks like it's, you know, overgrown a little. Flippy says, I might be the average gamer, but something's wrong with me too, though. We all got our quirks, right? What's underneath this place? We have a nice seating area up here. I like this. There's something below us though. I gotta check it out. Yeah, the Petra Day did take up a huge portion because it's a lot larger now. Maven, thank you for the super chat. 3rd out of 5th super chat towards our super chat goal. Those super chat goals, they only last 3 hours. That's as long as I can make them last, by the way, guys. She says, can we get a secret tunnel? I love secret tunnels. Secret tunnel. This is a cool build. Yeah, I really like this. Yeah, maybe people didn't build on the island because the Petra Day takes up so much of it now. Maven, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you. Oh, did I see a secret? Could you see underneath this? I like the way you say that. It always makes me laugh. That's my goal. I love making people laugh and have a good time. Where'd my team go? Where are you guys at? You guys exploring? Oh, you're over there. I want to go check out this grand building right here. This is cool. Oh, this is like a they're building a amphitheater style courtroom or something. This looks like the Parliament building or something over here. This is neat. Order in the court. Oh, they need to build like a little ledge right here. Oh, Blimpy says, is there a secret tunnel song I should know about or something? You know what? We might need to get a secret tunnel song made up. Levon says, have to bail out. Catch you guys next time. Levon, thanks for coming out, man. Really appreciate you. Have a good night, man. Thanks for adventuring with us. We'll be doing more where we just run around and check out some fun stuff and enjoy the world around us and see all the industrial farms. Look at that industrial farm right there to the northwest. That's crazy. Hey, you got to give it to them though. It's probably a really efficient use of space. Look at all those freaking forges. That's nuts. Yeah, it's definitely not a looker, but it's efficient. Okay, let's see where we're going to head next from here. So we got this stone. I would like to find the road right here. Let's take the road that we're all on and we'll head south. We'll go out into the wildlands. We'll cross over down into Lidaw. Sound like a plan? This road right here. And I'm going to grab a drink of water. But yeah, we need a good secret tunnel. We need a good secret tunnel song. for the team to assemble. I'm gonna take my helmet off because I like how my Witcher hair looks. I think that's the coolest animation for an attack in the game. That ground slam is awesome. Let's see where everybody's at. All right, let's start heading south. I want to get the rest of the spawn points. And then depending how late it goes, we'll peek our head down into Iniscalia. Like, is that Pickle AFK back there? Oh, here he comes. Yeah, auto follow would be great. South we go. Flippy says, I want to run through your secret tunnel. That's the place to find you. Cause I'm alive. So alive now. Know the darkness blinds you. Oh, is that secret tunnel lyrics? We got some secret tunnel lyrics going on. Look at that. What a great view. I want to grab a nice view right here. Hold on, let's see. Look at that. Anybody who takes screenshots on this adventure too, throw them in our PAX Day Our Journey room. It's so peaceful at night in this game. I know I got lo-fi music playing right now, but I can't hear the lo-fi music, but it's super, super peaceful at night in this game. The nice deep blue hues. The different wildflowers. The fresh air. I love it. One of the best games to go adventure in. We got some more. Looks like there's some more market stalls right here. I'm gonna see what they got. 3 of them. Bunch of gloves. Slippers, bows. Oh, they got staves and stuff for sale too. Tall wooden cabinets for 300 gold. It's not, yeah, it's not too bad. Especially if you can't make them yourself. I mean, that's... Yeah, nighttime's my favorite. One of my biggest hopes and dreams for this game is that they'll eventually add all kinds of little secrets. Oh, wow. Yeah, that thing's cool. I like that. It's like a little perch or something. That's cool. One of the things I just really wish that they'd add in the game is more mystery. I look forward to, oh, you know, you have to be at this place at this certain time and use these items in this certain way, in just the right way, and it unlocks some crazy ritual deep in the woods, and it summons the Heergeist or Heigirst or however you pronounce it, you know, some mythical monster, or unlocks some ancient tome or vault when the moon lines up between the pillar stones. Just things like that really, really intrigue me. I've talked before on the channel about a game called Secret World. It never really played that well for me. Like, I just didn't really enjoy the mechanics and stuff that they had for the combat and whatnot, but the world itself was filled with so much life and mystery that it was a lot of fun. They didn't hold your hand. Ange, thank you for the Tangia Dungeon. They didn't hold your hand. They let you just go out and explore the world and find different ways to do different things, and sometimes there was external sources of things to try and help you figure out riddles, and there was probably stuff in that game that people never truly figured out. Now I know with data mining it makes it a lot harder to have actual secrets and stuff in the game. There's a couple other games too though that they have game masters that will actually interact with the world around them and put on these one-time events and or unique catered experiences and hand out custom quests and stuff and things like that, things that bring the world to life. Really excite me about games. I'm really looking forward to seeing what AI can do for games in terms of random events based on circumstances being met, like dynamic events, but truly dynamic events. So much potential there. It was actually really interesting. I've never really been too big into Helldivers 2. I know some people really like it. I saw the way that they were doing their monetization with their, like, yeah, some people say it wasn't pay to win, but you could buy things that you couldn't get, like gun-wise, that may or may not have performed better than other guns that you could earn. But that's beside the point. They did a really cool thing in Helldivers. They had an attack when they came out, like a new expansion or something. They had an attack, from my understanding, on Super Earth. And there were multiple outcomes that could have taken place from that event. There was real consequences. World of Warcraft did this back in the day too, when they had certain events leading up from different expansions where things could be lost or gained as a community based on our performance of helping to protect a certain area or something. Things like that would spruce up the world of PAX Day so much. It would really, really bring the world to life. Imagine, you know, maybe there's big clans and you gotta somehow remove the bias effect from people, you know, not wanting to give quests to other people and stuff like that. But if there's a way to make it fair for everybody, it'd be cool. I would love to be able to hand out a certain quest to people in game or something. You know, you come to visit Bloodhaven, huge clan hub in the world, and we have certain people, our scribes can hand out bits of information that lead you down quest paths and stuff and things like that. Because if we're going to be the content, let us truly be the content. TBC, I think, had something like that. Yeah, there was a couple expansions where they did things like that. But that's some of the best moments in gaming, and I've done that on my Minecraft servers where we would have big events, and as I'd go into GM mode or whatever, and I would help the event along. We would make buildings and stuff and tell stories that way. Those one-time events where they can really drive actual real FOMO, not FOMO of, hey, I have to spend more money on this, but FOMO in, I don't want to miss out on that just because it's fun. Things like that, I think, need to really be brought back to gaming. Give us reasons to want to play the games. Give us fun, exciting events for us to partake in. Things like that really make the experience, in my opinion. Yeah, there's some cool builds here. Oh wow, check that out. Some big builds. There's so many. I mean, it would be literally impossible to check them all out, but we're gonna head east. And we'll take this path right there across that bridge down into Ladaw, and we'll go down and get the waypoint there. But I really, really, really wish, if there was, my number one recommendation would be to add, even if they stopped making everything else and they just made the world more dynamic, it sells itself then, because you're gonna have this emergent gameplay that is just building itself and being experienced by so many people in different ways. Would be a lot of fun. Ange, thank you for the Tangia dungeon. Really appreciate you. Had a ton of Tangia dungeons. Ooh, some cool builds back there too. Inquisition scum. That dude got one shot. Let's see where we're gonna go from here. All right, I think we go this way. Yep, this is the way we want to go. We're gonna wrap around, head out in the wildlands, and then we'll cross that bridge down there, go down into Ladaw. We are pushing up on 2.5 hours on the stream. I can't believe, man, time flies when you're just out exploring. The world is so beautiful in PAX Day. I love the aesthetics. I love the feel of being in the world. The lake in, let me see, the lake in the south of Ladaw. Oh, yeah. Have to check that out. Andre, welcome into the stream. Andre says mainframe needs to add seasons. Yeah, seasons. I mean, that goes along with kind of what I was talking about with those dynamic events and stuff. Dynamic things in the world that make it feel alive and not just, you know, hey, it's a static world, nothing ever changes, there's no events, there's no incursions or raids or patrols or any events and stuff. Seasons really, really add to my immersion. I love when games have seasons, especially when they're done well, because you don't want seasons to be too fast, but you don't want them to be too slow. They got to find the right balance for the game. Did we just cross the border? Yeah, we did. Is everybody still with us? I think so, right? Yep, looks like it. Okay, good. Zarek says rain. Is Pickle mentioned Life is Feudal. Is Life is Feudal? You can host servers for that, right? How big are the servers? Oh, hundreds can go into Life is Feudal? I'll have to check that out. I've heard a lot about it, but I've never played it. I'll have to check it out. I think it like Feudal make your own or something like that. Life is Feudal your own. Yeah. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, the MMO died, but they let you have your own servers and stuff. I think that's a great way that they did that, though, because it lets it live on forever. I hope if let's just put it this way. If PAX Day was to ever die, you know, I want the game to succeed. I want everyone to have tons of fun for many, many years. But if it was to, I would really like to see them let us have private servers. That'd be awesome. I'd throw a server up day one and we would just have all kinds of fun. We'd have custom rules and yeah, then the game never truly dies. Dual Universe did that. I just, over on the Cheeky Buggers United Discord server, I actually put a video talking about Dual Universe. When their MMO started to come to end of life, they actually released all the server code and all that stuff to allow people to host their own servers. And they also gave them the ability to copy their builds and stuff, because there was like spaceships and stuff people would build, and they allowed them tech to be able to export those builds, and then they could import them on their private servers, which I thought was really, really cool for them to do. Nice tip of the hat to everybody on their way out, you know? But yeah, Andre, I think that seasons would be really great. Zarek with rain. Rain would be awesome to have. So here's the weird thing. Weather got bumped from the roadmap. Weather used to be on the roadmap, but it got bumped off for some reason. I don't know, maybe it was just they ran into some roadblocks or something. They didn't really tell us. Mainframe's communication isn't the greatest, but it got bumped for whatever reason. But we were starting to hear thunder, and we were hearing rain. We were seeing puddles form. We were seeing all kinds of cool stuff like that around us, where weather was starting to make its way in. And then it got removed, so I'm not too sure. Hopefully we see it soon. I know that they want weather. Blippy says, boo, I got dumped from the stream. That's weird. I wonder why I did that. I show perfect connection on my end ever since my internet was fixed. I haven't had any issues with it. Showing solid connection right now. Lippy says puddles. The puddles we have are pretty neat. Oh, here's a... Let's check this out. What do we got up here? A nice quarry or something. Is this impure or is this regular? Maybe it's wrought iron. Oh yeah, it's regular iron. There's a lot of nodes in here. That's pretty decent. Let's see if we can climb up over here. Oh, you can't climb on these things. Can I climb on this? Sure can. Oh man, oh no. It tried to launch me over the edge. I want to get up on top. There we go. No, there's no nodes up here. This is a nice view up here though. That's the bridge we're going to be taking. Down over there into Ladaw. What is that? There's like a peak of a church or something I can see all the way from over here. Is that the... Oh, that's the eye. Yeah, you can see the eye just over top of that. Maybe we'll... It's not too far out of our way. Maybe we'll swing over. Oh yeah, they did put bridges up. Maybe we'll swing over there by it for people who haven't seen it. Has everybody seen that eye, or has someone not seen that eye yet? You never been there? Yeah, let's go. We'll swing over to it. Oh yeah, bear down here. We'll swing over by it. We'll check it out. Show stream. For people who are just tuning in for the first time, I've seen some new faces. My favorite thing to do is to read your guys' messages, so don't be shy. Hop in chat, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your wishes, hopes, and dreams are for PAX Day. Its biggest downfall for you about PAX Day. I want to hear it all. I want to have open conversations about all that stuff. But we're going to head over to that eye. I think we'll cross the bridge here and we'll just swim over there. It's probably going to be the easiest. No, we're going to take this bridge. Yeah, then we'll swim north to the eye. We got another bear down here. Hello, Mr. Bear. I wish they had treasure chests in the game. That would be cool. They need to add lootables. That'd be pretty neat. Nightshade Leonard says, Ark Survival Evolved still has private servers. That game never really runs for me, though. I don't know why. It just does not run for me. It refuses. I've tried it years ago. I've tried it recently. I get like 2 FPS, no matter the build, no matter the hardware. It's crazy. That game just is severely not optimized. Though it has recent anniversary has made it where the official servers have opened up for a few more months. That's pretty neat. Maven says, biggest pack stream, fully functional game with lots of outfits, decor, social emotes, character to character trading, books, relics, and better permissions. Yeah. It's a long list, right? Because there's a lot of things that are missing from the game currently, but hopefully we'll get all of that and then some. A lot of those things have been talked about. They talked about books. We really do need character to character trading. The only reason I think they might not want to do character-to-character trading is because they want us to use the market stalls, but we really need player-to-player trading. We definitely need RP outfits. They got to bring that stuff back for sure. I want to peek out here at this little rest station too. There should be a little road that... Where's it at? Hold on. Did we pass it? No, we're not to it yet. I want to check this one out. It looks like there's a road just leading to nothing over here. This should be pretty interesting. Let's go check it out. BitLocker disabled? What is BitLocker? You talking about the Windows encryption? Oh yeah, this is a cave. That is awesome. Look at this. That is so freaking cool, man. I love that. Yeah, they made a lot of these rest stations unique. This is awesome. I love that. How cool, man. Let's see what it looks like from this little hole. Yeah, right there. You can see down inside. Whoever designed that, great job. I love that. That's awesome. Can you fall in this hole? Not really. Oh, yeah, you can. Perfect. Nice little hidey hole. There's the church over there. Lippy says the lo-fi tunes clash a bit with my current playing of Division 2. Cool cave. I wish they had more caves. Yeah, some more unique caves and stuff would be pretty neat. Yeah, I'm just going to follow the shore and take that peak right over there. You can see that little tiny tree on it. That's the peak I'm taking. Those stride shoes are the best, Pickle. 100%. They're so good. They stack up to 7 and you just run forever. And they give you your stamina back. Let's freaking go. Leather shoes are useless in my opinion because they only have Breath of Joy 1 and Breath of Joy 2. Cloth and plate have unique things on their shoes that actually make them better. Yeah, Nightshade, I don't use BitLocker encryption or anything like that. I don't know if anybody really truly uses that. Do people actually use that BitLocker encryption on Windows? That sounds like I use as little things of Windows as possible. As few features as possible. I think right here is the best spot to try and swim across. Yeah, this church is pretty cool. They overhauled them a little while ago, but they haven't done too much. They haven't done too much with these POIs yet. I'm thinking, my theory is that once they bring up those Inquisition bastions or keeps or whatever, those big POIs that we found, I don't know if I'm gonna make it across here. I'm already half stamina. Once they bring those big bastions or whatever you want to call them online that I put a video up a couple weeks ago about, I think then they're gonna start to bring whatever these POIs are online. Oh yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make this. Yeah, but your health goes down super fast. It used to go down much slower. Oh yeah, I'm 25% into my health. Oh, I think I'll make it, but I'll have chewed through half of my health bar. Oof. No, I had full stamina. I must not have eaten. I only have 116 stamina, so I didn't eat like good stamina food. Yeah, I ate health food, not stamina food. There's still some people swimming. Oh, look at their stamina bars dropping. Eric's gonna run out of stamina. Oh no. You'll make it. You'll make it though. You'll be good. Oh, Cad's out of stamina. Nice. Everybody made it. Yeah, there is a piece of armor where you can put a spell on someone else to regen their stamina. You can put it on others too. Oh yeah, or your own. Yeah. This is a beautiful place. It's too bad you can't build here because it's in the Wildlands, but this would be awesome right here next to this church. No, there's no mobs in the whole church at all. It's just a shell right now. They did add bridges to it, and they did overhaul the inside and added this really nice ring of swords and a nice fire bell there. A lot of maybe potentially lore hints, but we won't know until they truly bring it online. Yeah, these trees are beautifully placed as well. It's almost like they put more effort into the Wildlands than they did into the home valleys for some reason. But here's that fire bell. For anyone on stream who hasn't seen this yet, this is one of the eyes on the map. Each of these eyes in different home valleys are, or not home valleys, different provinces, excuse me, are unique POIs. And this one here in Carries is a crazy fire bell. These are actually swords, all chained together. Super, super weird. This is going to be tied to the Inquisition lore in some way, I would imagine. Because it's got their symbol on the bell even, their symbol up in the window. There's an upstairs too. Pretty cool view from up here. Yeah, that would be interesting. It's like the Iron Throne. It's all the swords of the people they've killed and stuff. That'd be neat. I like these eyes though. I like that there are unique POIs. That's why I thought it was so cool when we saw that other ring fort design, because I like having flavor and variety in the world, you know? Check this out. We got some scrolls. We need these scroll cabinets so we can build these, put these in Bloodhaven. Nice echo. And Andre says, how do you guys feel about first-person view? I think they should do it. I don't really see a downside to it. Normally games have a problem with having a third-person view because with a third-person view you can screen peek around corners and stuff. Well, we already have third-person view, right? So I don't really see a problem with having first-person because it'd be really good for building. I'd really like to be able to go first-person to build. You can kind of go first-person when you back your camera up into a wall like this, you know, this is essentially what it would look like first person right here. I think it'd be cool. Andre says, I would love to see this world in VR. Wouldn't that be something? I've only experienced a small amount of VR, but wouldn't that be something, man? That'd be really cool. Be able to see this world in VR. Let's see if we can get over on this. Yep, sure can. But these are definitely some long lost ancient relics of sorts. Silo, thank you for the Tangia Dungeon, brother. Appreciate you. Can I get on top of this bell? Yeah, sure can. Smack these chains, make the bell drop. But yeah, that's the church POI. There's a bunch of unique POIs like that. Whenever you guys are done checking it out, we'll gather. Let's see, where are we gonna go? Let's just cross the bridges. We'll just go take this bridge out of town to the, I think it's to the east. Let me see. Where's it at? Yeah, straight east. We got a little bridge there. I'll meet you guys down on the road down here whenever you're done checking the place out. Beautiful view between those mountains. Look at that. Nightshade says, with about 5,000 hours in VR, there are some very beautiful places. This game would be amazing in VR mode, even if it might be clunky right now. Yeah, I'd love to see it. That'd be so cool. Let me make sure we got everybody. We got Thrunai and Eric's already across. All right, let's cross this bridge. Yeah, there's something about the Wildlands. They're just extra beautiful, and maybe it's the lack of player builds. I mean, the player builds are super unique and awesome, but maybe it just feels like the true untamed wilds, you know. Ange says, wait for me for the Tangia dungeon. Nightshade says the game's obviously already on PS5, Xbox Series 1, so making it work in VR isn't hard since the controller scheme is already there. Which game's already on PlayStation 5? Are you talking about PAX? PAX isn't on console. PAX is PC, Steam, and their own launcher only, as far as I know, right? Or are you talking about a different game? Yeah, we just took the bridge east. You should be able to catch us. We're heading towards the other bridge to head back to the west once we go south a little bit after you get off the bridge. Another Tangia dungeon. Ange fired one up. I think it was Ange that fired it up, right? Yeah, looks like it. Nightshade says PAX because their partnership with NVIDIA for Shadowplay. Oh, you mean from the remote play stuff or whatever? This is a huge bridge. We did a lantern lighting ceremony here, verse 1, long time ago. We came out and visited this church. We pushed back the darkness with the Hollow Aegis. That was a lot of fun. If you guys did not see that here on the channel, we did a lot of roleplay stuff, a lot of fun experiences. Go back and I don't even know what episode that was. It was so long ago at this point now. I mean, it was almost a year ago, really, so it's hard to remember. But we did a lantern lighting ceremony right here, actually with Amaranda. We lit up this entire bridge. So much fun. This game is a great platform for roleplay. Once we hit this intersection here, we're going to take it south. I'm excited to see what this swamp looks like down in Ladaw. And I know that for everybody, this may not be as exciting as dungeon runs and stuff, but I like to slow down a little bit and just enjoy the world around us. There's Jack again. I like to slow down and enjoy the world around us sometimes. You know what these trees remind me of right here? These small snag trees, they remind me of the Trents from V Rising. Looks like the trees that come to life in V Rising. We got another Tangia dungeon. I think Zarek fired that one up. Nice, thank you for the Tangia dungeon. Appreciate you. Those Tangia dungeons are a hit, man. I think it's like the best thing of Tangia. Tangia's like started off just being funny memes and stuff on screen, and those are all fun, fine, and dandy. But those Tangia dungeons, man. Whoa, the whole world just popped in front of us. They gotta fix that too. That's pretty jarring. We got some markets here. Let's check these out. They gotta fix that. That's super, super jarring. Oh, we got nothing there. Some very basic starter stuff there. Can't beat those prices though. 1 gold. And a public chest filled with some different extracts and stuff. That's pretty cool. I love seeing all the public chests. Oh, we got more market stalls. I love seeing the public chests though. People being kind to one another. Iron anvil head for 10 gold. Empty. Simple roast. It's not too bad. Got some bread. Wait, what the heck? Why is this say 6 gold, but the 6 is red? As if I can't afford it. I have like 14,000 gold. I can definitely afford that bread. Oh, there it goes. I backed out. I just had to back out, then it fixed itself. They got a bunch of food here. That's pretty good stuff at good prices too. It's not bad. Whole stack of food for 10 gold. They got barley water. Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what the marketplaces are going to look like after the game's full released. Full wipe. And Evil Maxwell. That's one of my favorites. Let's see, what's the best way to get to the stone? Oh, Pickle's down there at the stone. I think we'll just follow the road, because I want to go through that swamp area anyways. So that means we're gonna go to the right here, yep. Activate Speedy Shoes. Once you get to that 7 stack, you freaking fly with these things. We almost picked an area with a swamp to build in. It would be interesting to see. That's why I'm hoping there's some people who built down in the swamp. I know the POIs in the swamps are normally pretty dense in the home valleys, which is unfortunate because I think it could be a really cool place to build. But I'm intrigued to see how they fared here if some people built down in the swamp. Some more public chests. There's definitely some builds down here. Nothing super big though. Let me see, is this the bridge we want? Yeah, we'll take this bridge. Now we got Happy Maxwell. We got haunted by Maxwell. Now we got Happy Maxwell. Thank you, Edge, for the tangies. Yeah, there's definitely some builds out here. Nothing too extravagant, though. Something a little bigger going up over there to the west. A lot of platforms. This game definitely has, like, issues with platforms. People build their crafting platforms. Oh, yeah, over there's a nice little village, it looks like. Let's see, where's the bridge we're taking? We're gonna go east from here. Ooh, here's a ruined observatory. We actually found one of these that wasn't ruined back over in Tremen. They're pretty cool. I love the rounded roof pieces. Yeah, there's one in Old Tremen, which I think is Avon now. And they're pretty neat. The nice rounded roof pieces are awesome. That's a pretty big structure over there someone's building up. I think we can just... I think we can cut through right here. I want to go check out this giant build. Oh, there are some builds that'll take us up over here. Hey, there's some players right there. Looks like there's 2 players to the southwest of us. So we've seen 5 people on our adventures so far. Maven says, found out I can play PAX via Steam Link, like from a tablet tethered to my computer 20 miles away. That's freaking cool. I remember when you first showed me that. That's awesome that you can do that. Look at all of this ore right here too. That is insane. Holy shnikes. That is nuts. All right, so what's the best way to get up here? I guess we could just go this way right to the road. Yeah, that's a lot of ore. Let's just take the road. It should wrap around. Maven says, and it's free. Yeah, Steam Link is really cool. They used to have actual devices for Steam Link, but I think they did away with it for some reason. I don't know. I thought it'd be cool though to... They used to have an app or something you could run on the Roku. Steam Link is such a great idea, especially for LAN where you're not going to have a ton of latency, but even in remote situations, I think it worked pretty well for you, right? Steam Machine? No, they weren't called Steam Machines. They were Steam Link. I think it was discontinued though. You have the actual device, Blimpy. Does it still work even though they were... I think they were discontinued, weren't they? So you can play games on your theater screen. You have not used it in a while? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be curious if they still work. Let's see, which way are we going from here? We're going straight. Steam machines are what you were talking about. Is it? I know there was something called Steam Link. I can't remember exactly though. I'll have to look it up. I'll look it up after stream and see. Because I remember I was trying to set something up like that. Oh, I was trying to set up a Raspberry Pi to basically be attached to my TV in the living room, and then I could, with Bluetooth, connect an Xbox controller to it, and then use Steam Link on that OS to link over to my PC so I could play couch potato games. That's what I was trying to do. Oh yeah, check that out. That's our 6th player we've seen. I always wonder if, you know, if that's a new player or, I mean, they were in pretty good gear, so they're probably not new, but I always wonder if they just see so many people run by and they're like, holy crap, people are still playing this game. All right, just straight shot down to Lidaw's spawn stone, and then we'll check out around this lake. I hear there's some pretty cool stuff around this lake. Steam Link came just shortly before Steam Machines got discontinued. Okay, yeah. Market stalls. I am obliged to check what they have. Bunch of clothes. Animal hooves, 80 gold for a 20 stack. That's not too good of a price. Bunch of sewing needles. Random herbs. It's a nice assortment of herbs. I've always wanted to build a mini PC. Nightshade Lender says if you have an AMD mini PC, you can run SteamOS 3.7 on it and run Steam Link natively. I've tried it, very experimental but remarkably stable. I'll have to give that a try. I've always wanted to build just the tiniest tiny power PC I ever could, just because I think tiny PCs are pretty cool. That's why I like Raspberry Pis and stuff. You can do all kinds of crazy shit with those things. But I think building a mini PC and then putting SteamOS on it would be pretty sweet. That is a giant wall right there. Is that the foundation for someone's base, maybe? Here's the stone. Wait a minute. What is this? This one has pillars. I almost thought these were chests from further away. I haven't seen those pillars before. I wonder what kind of material that is. It's almost like a red brick. These pillars. I'd like to have these pillars to be able to build with too. These things are gnarly. New fast travel location unlocked. Oh, that is a big platform, huh? Okay. Super big platform. That's pretty high. Okay, from here, we'll just follow the road. Oh, is there a shortcut there? Okay. Yeah, let me come over by you. Let's head over to the west. Oh yeah, I see a little pass through there. We'll try and take that. Hey Imperial Orc, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping in. He says stopping in, sup Void. Not much, man. We're just out on our Humpday adventures. Got a bunch of people out exploring the world and all the different builds and the beauty of PAX Day. I appreciate you stopping by though. How are you doing? You up to anything fun this evening? Blumpy says I'm still annoyed about the big platform in the lake next to my place. Someone tried to pave the lake. I mean, I could see if they were trying to do something like what we were gonna do, where we literally paved an entire lake, but then we turned it into a city with a sewer system underneath, and that's what the water was for. That was really awesome. But yeah, just to put a big platform on the lake and not use it takes away from the natural beauty. But again, it's the problem with living in a shared world, right? A lot of empty market stalls. Wow, this is quite the view. This is awesome. Look at that. I love the layers with the supports they put underneath too. This is great. Is this a... What the? What the? What the? I just saw Pickle's naked corpse. Oh yeah, we got some stairs over here. Imperial Orc says, took a nap, now probably ready to later roam around on PAX Day. Hell yeah, that's what we're doing right now. These events are public. They will happen every hump day, so every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if anybody wants to come along with them, we'll just be going on different adventures in different home valleys. Once we have different teleport points, we'll teleport around and just explore, just check out people's builds and have fun. You know, it's fun to slow down and just enjoy the world around us from time to time. But that's what we're going to be doing every Wednesday. Anyone's welcome. Come on out to Bloodhaven. That's where we'll meet, right by the chessboard. Look at this. Great view. I gotta hide my HUD. There we go. Great view from up here. Doesn't look like there's too many builds down there. Bumpy says he jumped. Yeah, he jumped from way too high. Nice staircase here. Yeah, you can't do the / invite command anymore. It doesn't work. Oh, I got some air. Look how high you could jump when you have the speed boost on going down a small decline. That's awesome. Powell's going to bed. Have a good night, Powell. Thanks for coming along with us. Imperial Orc says, how did you hide the HUD? I thought they removed it. It's a secret. Only super secret inside people. No, I'm just kidding. You just got to go in the settings and rebind the key. I bound it to F9. They added it back in a little while ago. Yeah, it's just unbound by default. What is this? Random chest. Private. Dragon Freddy's. A lot of platforms here. Yeah, no problem, Imperial Orc. Yep, you just got to rebind it and then you can hide the HUD. Which I'm super glad they brought that back because we can get some cool screenshots now. We take a lot of cool screenshots. I throw them up on Twitter every now and then. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, I post some stuff over there from time to time. I don't use it all that much though. Let's cross this bridge right here and check out some of these builds over on this side. And then from here, we're going to go over to Rhett's and we'll grab that stone as well. I like the hillside builds here, how they have the pillars with the stone pillars going down. That's a nice touch. UTB, how's it going? Welcome into the stream, brother. Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by and spending your evening with us here on the channel. We are out on our Humpday adventures. We're just exploring and having a good time. Did my super chat goal expire? I don't think so. Hold on, let me see. No, I still got 22 minutes on it. We're good. It normally gives me a warning. Sometimes it glitches out though. Anything for sale? Some basic stuff. What is this? Public chest? A couple little free things. Ooh, check this out over here. Nice big entrance here. That looks pretty neat. Imperial Orc over on stream says, yeah, I like to use my bow with no HUD on. LOL, kind of feels immersive, right? Yeah. We got a peek in here. Ange, thank you for the super chat. Ange says, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's our 4th out of 5th super chat towards our super chat goal. Appreciate you, Ange. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys are not yet subscribed, there's a pillar right in the middle of the stairs. I don't know how I feel about that. It hurts my brain. But thank you guys for all the super chats. I really do appreciate you. Shout out to all the channel members too. Oh yeah, they got a little archery thing here. We're gonna have a pretty cool archery station in Bloodhaven for when we do the Festival of Realms coming up. Hopefully soon once we get the city built. Oh yeah, nice amphitheater too. That's cool. What's that game where you used to hit the ball? Tetherball, yeah. This looks like a tetherball rink right here. It's for tetherball, that's what it is. Except we use human skulls in PAX Day. What is this? Big arena over here. Nice stage. This is cool, man. You can put on some plays and stuff. Today we're going to be watching Shakespeare of some sort. I don't really know. Oh yeah, how do you get up there? I gotta check that out. This is neat. People build some cool shit in this game. Ah, this is cool. Look at that. That is awesome. Does it go up another level? Let's see. Oh, yeah, yeah. Goes up one more. Box seating. Yeah, check that out. Nightshade says, say Shakespeare wouldn't be around for another 500 years or so. Or 1,500 years? He wouldn't be around for another 1,500 years? This is awesome, though. I like the design. This is a cool build. And says, goal! Thank you for helping us reach that super chat goal. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for all the super chats. Could not do this without you guys. You guys are the reason why I'm able to be unbiased and bring everybody the honest truth about PAX Day. So thank you for that. You're also the reason why we're able to have all the private servers we do, hosted for the Cheeky Buggers United community. What's up with all these? What's up with all these empty? We got a bunch of empty market stalls around here. Okay, let's see where we're gonna go from here. I say we just go west, hit that road, follow the road down over into Rhett's. Oh, Pickle's already at Rhett's. He's teleporting around. Edge, thank you for the Maxwell. Oh, that's a cool mountainside build right there. Yeah, I like that one. I like all the layers. Looks really cool. Lakefront. See the sign? The signs are cool, but they kind of ruin my immersion. That's a nice sign though. At least it doesn't say Badger Mart. Oh man. Only OG channel members will know about Badger Mart. Oh yeah, that's a lot of flagstone there too. Nightshade says, oh geez, that's a VR chat avatar that the GIF is made with. Oh yeah, look at all these market stalls. You're talking about the Maxwell? This is a lot of market stalls. Iron heater. I got some pretty decent stuff here. I mean, the prices can't be beat. 3 gold for some of that stuff? That's just insanely cheap. Nightshade says, I remember Badger Mart. I mean, attuned bronze greatswords for 3 gold. That's great. Got a little bit of jewelry. A lot of these are empty. Got some various foods. Some meads and ciders. That one's empty. That one's empty. I have to check them all. I gotta see what's there. Empty. Empty. 30 copper for 25? Eh. Take it or leave it. Thank you for the Tangia dungeon. Guys, hop in those Tangia dungeons. Get those items. In Tangia dungeons, you can actually... Wait, what were these? 9 gold for iron chopping axe? That's not too bad. In the Tangia dungeons, you actually have a chance to find vouchers, and you can use those. You can redeem those for free interactions on Tangia. That was a pretty cool market. I mean, they had a wide variety of stuff there. It's pretty neat. Oh, here's another market on the side of the road. Anything good in this one? What do we got here? Nothing. A lot of empty market stalls, though. Oh, here's everybody right up here. They're waiting for me. All right, up to the west we go, out into Retz. Nightshade says beware, Retz might be very laggy because of Golden Company. Yeah, they really need to get the performance dialed in so people don't need to worry about their builds. We're just gonna follow this. We're just gonna follow this road up to the west. I'm not lagging too bad. Frames dipped a little bit so far, but that may just be the fog. I love the fog though. Super immersive. It's just a taste of weather. Let's wrap around to the south. And then we'll come up, because I mean, there's probably, we may be able to just go straight. Screw it, let's just try going straight. We'll just go straight west, see what happens. Yeah, we should be able to go. We'll probably end up going southwest because it looks like south of that camp we should be able to go out of that forest there. It looks like there's a little bit of cliffage to the northwest. Silo, thank you for the Tangia dungeon. We may actually... This might be problematic here. We'll see. Hopefully we can find a spot to go down. Oh yeah, if you go northwest, if you angle a little bit northwest, you can definitely get down this spot. Pete! How's it going, Pete? Pete says, off to bed soon, have a good stream. Or off to bed, have a good stream. Thanks, Pete, for stopping by. I appreciate you, man. You have a good night. We'll catch you in the next stream, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can hook west now, so we don't have to follow the road all the way around. We may end up having to follow the road, but... This is going to be the moment of truth. I think, oh, you know what? The road's right down here, but... I guess we'll just follow it. This forest. We could probably cut through this forest. It's pretty cliffy along the south side of us. Oh, here comes the lag. Oh my gosh. I just went from over 100 frames to 20. My frames just absolutely tanked. Holy crap, that's quite the hit. Yeah, that's terrible. I have 16 frames. Oh my gosh. Looks like we lost a couple behind us a little bit. We'll wait here on the road. Maybe it'll allow stuff to load in around us a little too. Streaming distance of 128 recommended in Rets. Yeah, I'm not gonna change my streaming distance just for the zone though. You shouldn't have to do that. They need to just optimize it. Let's see, did everybody catch up? We got Eisen right behind us. Yeah, we'll take this road to the southwest, and then we'll go straight south. We'll go down to that spawn point there. Holy lag. Nightshade says 100%. They do need to optimize it. Yeah, it needs to be optimized for sure. Oh man, it's almost, I think on stream it looks better for you guys, but it's almost unplayable on my end. I have like 12 FPS. Oof, I'm starting to rubber band a little bit too. Yeah, this place is a mega lag fest. Oh, that's a huge block right in front of us. What is that building? Looks like a big old courthouse. There's a nice little spot right here. Over to the southeast, off the south side of the road. Is that someone I actually see? I hear building here. Yo, there's actually a player. There's actually a player here. It's player number, what is that, 7? I think that's player number 7. Looks like the bones of another building going up. Oh yeah, that's a lot of market. I'd love to stop and check the market, but my 12 FPS says keep moving. Are they selling frames? Oh, we missed our turn. I'm lagging so hard I missed our turn. What is that up there? Yeah, looks like a big wooden structure on top of a pillar or something. I don't know what that is. Blimpy, you just hit M to see the map? You're trying to look at my map. We're almost to the stone. Blimpy says I might need sleep. I think so if you're trying to press M to open my map. Yeah, I need to get out of this home valley as soon as possible. I think my computer is gonna light on fire. And the funny thing is, today was a good day for PAX Day running on my end. Some days I have really bad days where everywhere just I get like 20 FPS, and then other days I'll have really good days. Today was a good day. I had over 120 FPS up in Bloodhaven. Here, I could not imagine if I was having a bad day. All right, so I think after we all get this spot, we should swing down and get... I think I don't really want to walk anymore in this valley because of how laggy it is. So I think what I'm going to do is let's all teleport down to the Gwydion Stone. which is the PvP stone. You should be able to go there for free, and then we can go up to the northeast and wrap down around to the south to get the other waystone to go to Innisgalia. I think that's probably the move there. So let's go over to that stone so we can get out of the 12 FPS here. Oh, I can feel the frames returning as your soul is infused with performance. This gate that we're at right now, this one will take you to Lioness, which is the PvP zone. That's why it has the little crossed swords. It's a whole other province. It's its own province. Yeah, it's not as big as the normal provinces. It's maybe a quarter of the size of one of these provinces. It's pretty decent. They're working on an overhaul for it, but yeah, it's its own entire map, and that's what these other gates lead to as well. This other one we're heading over to. That'll take us to Innisgalia, which is its own province. We're in the province of Caries, obviously. Look at these giant trees. That's neat. We'll just take the roads. That tree looks beautiful. And my frames are at 120 again, which is awesome. In Caries too, we have a really cool lake structure just northeast of us also. If people want to stop, we can go out on the little island there in the eye, and there's a really nice hedgestone there. We'll stop there on our way. Oh, have a good night, Asmodean. Thanks for coming out with us, man. Appreciate you. These trees are cool, man. Oh, look at these. I'm gonna eat food, just because. Let's check this out for a little bit. I just want to peek up here to the north a little bit. Check this out. Let's hide the HUD. Nice. This is beautiful. Look at these trees, man. Well, I wanted like an old oak forest. I mean, I guess these are kind of spread out. But this is cool. Look at that. Look at the roots too, coming out of the bottoms where they stick out. That's neat, man. Here's a ghost. Let's take out this dread soul. Probably help if I had a helmet on, huh? Yeah, these ghosts are pretty strong. 3 elite. Let's check out this root structure. This is pretty cool. I dig this. We need more stuff like this in the world. Just completely crazy, unique biomes. Maven says I did an amazing job with the Fae and Druid stones. Yeah, those stones looked really cool. You can't F7 out here EOTB because it's Wildlands. You can't use the F7 free cam out in the Wildlands, unfortunately. We thought a while ago that they took that feature away in order to bring in the PvP system out here, like the Knight and Barony system, but we still haven't gotten that yet. I got a ghost on me. Is this pure iron right here? Hey, if anyone wants pure iron, there you go. You can hang out here for a little bit if someone wants to grab that. Might as well. I love these trees, though. This mystical feel. You know, they say that the game's supposed to be low fantasy, and I've said this a ton on the channel. I know, I repeat myself a lot, because some of these things, they're important, right? Can you imagine if they ditched the whole low fantasy and just went high fantasy? The magical things they could bring into this world? They say to them, the low fantasy means it's the human struggle. They could keep the human struggle while still adding in. I mean, we already have wisps, right? So we're not that far off. This place is really cool. You guys sucked up that ore pretty quick. I'm gonna need to do a lot more exploring down here because this place is awesome. I wonder how these oh, got some direwolves. I wonder how these big trees almost are like super tiny compared to the big ones around them. I wonder if their growth is stunted from the canopy above it. Poor little direwolves. Got some more, looks like pure iron over here, I think. If you guys want to grab it. Yeah, we got 6 pure iron. Oh, 9 pure iron nodes up here. I mean, that's a decent amount, though, for people who don't want to go into Lioness. It's pretty decent. I do think Lioness, they've said it's going to have some other form of unique endgame exclusive PvP-only material, so we'll have to see what that's going to be. Let's check our map here. We'll go a little bit more east, and then we'll cut north out to that swirly lake and let you guys see those stones if you haven't seen those before. It's a really awesome grove. This almost feels like a PvP operation. Because we got like people up on stones and stuff, but we're in a completely safe zone. There's 3 more nodes. Is that 3 or is it? Oh, I can't tell. Over to the east as well. These trees really remind me of a really old mod for such an old version of Minecraft that I'm trying to even, I think it was like 1.5.7 or something. Really, really old version of Minecraft. It was called Witches and More or something like that. It was one of the first mods I ever really started to experiment with because it just looked so cool. It was made by like a father and his kids or something at some, I can't remember the exact details, but that was such a cool mod, and it's what got me into modding Minecraft in the first place. And these trees remind me of those trees from that mod. He made these huge, mystical-looking trees, and he had witches and all kinds of stuff in that biome. It was cool. I can't remember exactly. I think they were colorful of sorts. I think they had like a purple color to them or something. Twilight Forest is a great mod. That was for like 1.7.10, I think was their big heyday. I think they still try to update it or whatever. But yeah, this one was like, it was super, super old. Oh, we got a ghost here. Whispering Soul. Whisper to me, soul. Tell me all your secrets. Someone just launched him with the spear. That move's gonna be pretty good in PvP, I think. PvP, it's kind of useless to a certain extent. Let's go check out this grove. I think you guys who haven't seen it, I think you guys are really gonna like this. swim across right here. Let's kill the lo-fi music so we can take in the true ambiance of this place. I wish it was nighttime. Do we know how much time? Looks like the sun might be going down, huh? Man, this place is awesome. I feel like they've made this place more beautiful than I remember. What an awesome location with these giant trees now. I don't remember these giant trees being here before. And they definitely changed this circle. This used to be like hedgestones. Or hengestones, whatever you call them. Those big stones that are around in places. Now it's some type of face circle or something. What an awesome location. This really shows the potential of PAX Day right here. Right there, you can go into that tree underneath. You can see the hole at the bottom. There is so much potential in this game. And I think at times that's what can be super frustrating for people is to see it fall short in certain aspects. But there is an unfathomable amount of potential here for roleplay, for adventure, story building, world building, clans and alliances and rivalries, love stories and stories of betrayal. I mean, you name it. The roleplay adventures in this game have the potential to be next level. We've had so much fun in PAX Day. It has been one of the best catalysts to bring people together. It really has. I know a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about. It has been an amazing catalyst to bring people together. So at times we have to talk about bad things. At times we get to talk about good things. But it is fun to slow down at times, go and explore the world, reminisce of the old days, back in verse 1 and verse 2, back in the alphas. It's been a crazy, crazy adventure. And I love spending it with you guys. We have built up the best gaming community that I have ever seen. There are so many loyal, awesome people who will play all kinds of games with you. Doesn't matter what it is. We have different voice channels where people are just hopping around, playing all kinds of different little games on Fridays. We do party game night on Saturday. We have our dungeon runs, Humpday. We have our adventures. We have so many different things going on. We play all kinds of games. So if you guys are looking for an awesome gaming community, come on over to CBU. Be a part of the adventures that we go on. Roleplay is about to kick off. We have a lot of places to go and a lot of things to see. The 7 stone feathers of the apocalypse are not going to decode themselves. That's all I'm going to say. Maven says the community is amazing. Thanks for the link to the Discord, Maven. It really is an awesome place. It's so special. You can always find someone to do something with. New game comes out. A couple people want to try it out with you. You have so many awesome good faith individuals to choose from. There's so many people to hang out with. It's a lot of fun. I have had the most fun I have ever had in video games with this community. They are the best. So come on over to Cheeky Buggers United, make some new friends, play some fun games. We host private servers for anything. If there's enough of a desire for it, we'll host a private server for it. I really want to do a vintage story server and stream for you guys some vintage story. It's one of my favorite games. It's really, really great. We played a ton of V-Rising already from patch 1.1. That was a ton of fun. That server is still up for people to enjoy. We have a lot of different infrastructure. We like to work on the wiki to note all of the fun adventures that we've gone on and build up timelines and things like that. It's a lot of fun. So come on over to CBU, make some new friends, play some fun games, all in a good faith environment. We vet and verify every single person who joins. Everyone's welcome to join the Discord, even if you don't want to join any of our clans or guilds or anything like that. But if you want to take it to the next level, you can go over to our website, www.cheekybugger.net, where you can fill out your application to get vetted and verified to join the community. And then once you're in the community, you can choose to join any guilds, clans, orgs, private servers. You get instant access to all of it because you've been vetted and verified and you're good to go. But we sit down, we chat with people, we make sure that they're going to be a good fit and that they're not trolls or anything like that to help keep the community safe and fun for everybody. But guys, that's going to do it for me. This has been a fun, almost 4-hour adventure with you guys. I really, really want to say thank you to all of my channel members. You guys have been with me through the thick and through the thin. There have been droughts in content from PAX Day because sometimes we just don't have all that much to show off. But we're still here. Maybe we hop into other games and things like that to fill our time. But you guys have been with me through thick and thin, and you are the reason why we're able to have all the infrastructure we do, the websites, everything's self-hosted. So it's a huge, huge help. I have people who they're not even in the clan or the community, and they're channel members because they support what we do here. So I really, really appreciate you guys. If you'd like to support my work, click that join button down below, become a channel member. 3 different tiers to pick from, but you don't have to. All of our servers are always free of charge. The Dune server is going to be firing up either later tonight or tomorrow. We're going to get our Dune server back up. Really hoping that Funcom will let us self-host some servers for that game, because right now it's kind of like paywalling your save files, which doesn't sit right with me. I'm a huge advocate for private servers for one reason and one reason only. It allows you to play games the way that you want to play them. And I'm a huge advocate for that. I think if you want to play a game single player, who am I to stop you from doing that? If you want to play on a public server, the official way with everyone else, have at it. But I think that if you want to host a private server in good faith for a community, maybe you have a vision for something that, you know, like in Conan. I know there's servers out there for Conan. We used to host one too, where people will host an environment for hundreds of people. They can join. They have different clans and groups within there. They have small little conflict and RP story arcs and things like that. I'm a huge advocate for private servers. I don't see any downside to private servers because it really truly allows every single person to play the game the way that they want to play it. And that's why I stand up for private servers no matter what. I think that in every case, people should be able to play and enjoy things how they want. I also think that that Stop Killing Games initiative is actually really interesting. I love what Dual Universe did when they reached end of life. They released server code so people could host their own servers and stuff. That's amazing to see. It really is, because it's allowing people to continue to play a game that they bought a license for and continue to host it well into the future. A game never truly needs to die. I'd love to see more of that in the gaming community. Allow people to play games the way they want. You know, if they want to pop up a V-Rising server and have some fun with people, they should be able to do that. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I really do appreciate you all. I love hanging out with you on these streams. They're always a ton of fun. Going on these adventures is always great. Thank you for everyone who showed up for this event. We're going to be doing this every hump day. We got all of our other events and stuff. Watch out for the Festival of Realms. It's going to be coming up hopefully pretty soon. We're going to be planning for the meet and greet the Saturday before Labor Day at the Bristol Renaissance Fair. So if anyone wants to meet me and come and hang out at the Renaissance Fair, that's where I will be. We'll get the date official set in stone pretty soon. We'll get that set up. Maven says this community is amazing. Maven says, have a fantastic evening, Void. Good to see everyone. Great to see you too, Maven. I hope you have a great evening as well. If anyone ever needs anything, my door is always open. Always here to chat with you guys, hang out with you guys, play games with you guys. There's only one of me. I try to do my best to read all of your messages, but if I missed anything, I apologize. You guys can always message me on Discord, void_lock. My door is always open. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Havoc says, and we're back. Just wrapping up. Yeah, just about to go get some food and wrap up for the evening. But thanks for coming back, Havoc. I appreciate you. If you guys think that anyone would benefit from seeing my streams or being a part of my community, send them my way. I'd love to hang out with them on stream, get to know them, show them what we have to offer, play games with them, show games off to them, because I know a lot of people, they like my take on games, because I tell the truth. I can't be bought and paid for. No amount of money, no amount of bribery or anything like that's ever going to sway me. I have too much moral integrity. I'm here for you guys. I'm here to show you what games have to offer, because I don't want you to make the wrong choice. I don't want you to waste your money on PAX Day if you don't think it's for you, you know? If you don't think this world is something that you're going to enjoy, there's no hard feelings at all. There's different games. What do they say? Different strokes for different folks. But I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go eat some food and stretch my legs, and then I'm going to be hanging out over on Discord for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow, we got Dune. If you guys want to get in on our Dune private server, we have a little softcore RP Dune server we're going to be hosting tomorrow. Come on over to the Cheeky Buggers United Community Discord server, and we will have a chat. But until I see you guys in the next one, bye for now.
Changing, the ground grows restless and silence trembles. We gather together, remembering our past. We look to futures of dreams yet to come. If ash shall fall, if the tides will rise, the night shall call, will rise through it all. What's buried deep is never gone. We'll find each other as we find the strength to fight on. Steel yourself for what comes next. Some may stay behind, some walk ahead, but none are lost. The blood oath persists, veils scarred worn, the hour's near. Veil touched, hold fast, hold to what's dear. If ash shall fall,